Cardi and Lasora are, of course, still with you. They haven't just magically ceased to exist.
You know what? This wasn't supposed to be a penis, but I can't remember what it was supposed to be. So it looks like a penis now.
That was the slime trail of the Chul, but
Yes,
it would have dried
disgusting.
up by now.
Okay.
So, you guys are standing in this room with this sort of large glass, dark green algae covered tank with the Elder Brain that has now broken apart and kind of floated up to the surface. And all is quiet. You can hear nothing other than some water that sounds to be pouring from the other side of the room, like a waterfall. And the very faint humming of these glowing cables that you would know as electricity, but your characters wouldn't, kind of running up the wall and lighting up the room with a rainbow of different colors.
Okay. Is there anything else really important here?
Looking around this room, it's fairly empty. It seems like it was built to be a throne room, essentially, for the Elder Brain, which sits in that giant glass tank in the center of the room. Other than that, really not. There is one entrance that you came in through, and then on the other side is another sort of smaller entrance that looks kind of like a back exit.
I'm gonna go explore the back exit.
Okay.
Where's that?
So that's gonna be, it's like up. And I don't have that drawn out, but as you
I don't want to go through the brain tank. Do we have to go through the brain
no,
tank?
I mean you can go around it.
Oh, thank God.
Like
Can
I
we
will go
through the
around.
brain tank?
you can if you would like, but it's probably not very clean.
I'm going to go around the brain tank.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make your way around the brain tank, and on the other side you see two waterfalls, very small, kind of not really trickles, but very thin waterfalls, kind of pouring down the
Pretty.
sides of the walls and into a grate that leads underground, or more underground. You're already underground. And in the center between these two waterfalls is a small door that seems about Illithid sized, who's Cardi is just a little bit taller than y'all, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it would be a very
Maybe
small
not taller
door.
than the giant fucking robot. How
Well, yeah.
giant is the giant fucking robot?
6 something.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 6 something.
I can't, I
Great
can't
great job there,
remember.
Tyler.
I want to say it's 6'6".
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think I actually wrote it down anywhere.
It doesn't matter. So you're not like absolutely colossal, you're just large lad.
Yes.
Big boy.
Alright, so you guys, yeah, you see this doorway, it's open. I mean, it looks like it's more meant as just likely a way for servants or lesser beings to go in or out of, because it's nowhere near as grand of an entrance as what you came in through, which was huge. And going through it, it is a sort of a ramp that, again, very cleanly cut, much like the ramps that you've seen earlier in this dungeon, that kind of leads upwards, and along the sides of the ramps, about 3 feet upwards, almost as if they were railings, are little troughs, and perfectly cut square troughs that the water flows down through. And the water seems perfectly clean. So as you guys progress your way up these ramps, which kind of seem to curve in 90-degree angles every once in a while, almost like a spiral, you eventually make it up back to the place that you initially entered from, and sort of a wall descends in front of you, basically a hidden wall, as you step on something on the floor, to reveal the initial lobby that you found yourself in when you first came to this dungeon.
Okay, sweet.
And as you all step through this door, it very slowly just kind of begins to rise up back behind you.
Okay.
Efficient.
Skyrim dungeon.
Exactly.
Wish I had a door like that at my house.
So in this room is very large, kind of lobby-looking area, and up on the ceiling is the hole from the door that you guys had opened, and the stone door that y'all found the passcode for that dropped through is sitting flat on the ground.
Okay.
And there was a rope hanging from that, wasn't there? Or did somebody
Yes.
collect it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's still a rope hanging from it.
Well, I don't want to be in here anymore. I'm gonna climb out.
Yep, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah,
All right,
I think we're done here.
cool. So you guys climb out, and you find yourself back
Let's
in.
hope the rope can support the giant robot.
I'll imagine it. I imagine it can. It's
I hope so.
a fairly strong rope. You know what, Tyler? Roll me a d20 and don't roll a
levitate
1.
the giant robot.
Roll a d20, don't roll a 1.
Roll me a d20 and don't roll a 1. And if you roll a 1, then Weirs is just gonna levitate you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Ooh.
we were so close. We were so close to having levitate. I'm actually like very close to out of spell slots, but I have 1 levitate left in me. I would have guessed ridden on your shoulders while I ever do.
That is the best solution to any problem. We need to go up. Levitate on the robot, ride the robot.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you guys are back in town. Everything seems a lot more peaceful than when you got here because there's not a house burning down and there is not somebody getting the shit beaten out of them inside of it.
Well, my house is still in rubble. I don't really have a house anymore.
Yeah. It's very much destroyed. And you guys have already looted pretty much everything from it. There isn't a ton of stuff left, other than like a few pieces of burned down furniture or anything like that. And kind of nicely lined up in this house are the bodies of the guys that you defeated and also the bodies of the firemen that they killed. Very nicely lined up in kind of the, arms crossed pattern that Lasora had set up. And with this, Cardi says that he wants to explore those ruins that they were in more, so he descends back to screw around in there, and Lasora says she wants a drink. And they go off. Convenient plot point for them not being here, because I'm not going to roleplay 2 other characters this whole time.
That's fair.
You wouldn't even have
Yeah,
to
right.
roleplay Cardinox. He just sits there, edgy like.
But yes, they go off.
I mean, that's not true. Sometimes he fucking terrifies abusive farmers.
You are not wrong. So, town is nice and peaceful. Your dwarf and your squid have gone off to do their own things. God, I still love saying your squid.
Squeed.
And today it is lightly sprinkling. There aren't a ton of people outside. This is actually fairly rare for the plains. You haven't seen it since you got here, like 4 or 5 days ago, or since you entered the plains 4 or 5 days ago. And kind of looking around outside the house and outside the town, not too many people are outside. Everybody's kind of either inside doing their own thing, or just very quickly trying to make their way inside as to avoid getting drenched. And I'll say it's probably about 4 p.m. or so. What would you like to do?
So,
Well,
God, what are you gonna do now?
I'm really not too sure. I would like to get back at the Greyvale, but I don't really have a place of a home anymore.
Neither do we. Welcome to the team.
Yeah, if we're running from the same people, you can just come with us.
Are you guys sure?
Of course, yeah.
I might as well. I don't really have anything else to do. I mean, apparently they know I'm here now, so that's not gonna work out well if I stay.
And besides, more the merrier. And maybe you can tell us more about Warforged?
What do you want to know?
Well, anything. I don't know anything.
Hey, Grant, I need DM stuff that I don't remember some of this.
So, Warforged generally follow pretty normal D&D Warforged rules, aside from how they were created, which is in the in Eover, the brown country in the top right. That is pretty much all Warforged, and it was initially created, initially the gnomes, which live in Portsay, created Warforged and gave them sentience. And once they had strong enough sentience, the Warforged were like, nah, fuck you guys, I'm just gonna go do my own thing. So they went up to the north and they basically just founded their own country. And
the robots are taking over.
exactly, and very,
Robots are taking over
very
this specific area
Skynet
and
style.
nowhere else.
They learned how to create more Warforged, and they built more Warforged and gave them sentience or different types of sentience. Like some would be built for only a certain task, and some would be built as fully sentient beings, like Gar was. But some cities and some groups of Warforged are hostile towards other humanoids and just hate all humans. Some are very friendly, and there's a very wide range of how the robots behave. But in rare cases, they kind of send the robots out either to determine if there's a new place that they can colonize or if there's something else important going on, like in Gar's
Such as
situation.
This little corner.
Exactly.
Robot City, baby.
I'll be right back for just a second. The TV's still on. I'm gonna shut it off.
Yeah.
Wait, would I actually know about there being a robot city here?
I would imagine.
No, I just didn't realize that you were watching it.
I don't think that's actually a robot city there. I think I just made a joke.
No.
Grant, is
really
there
cool,
actually a city of robots here?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Well, I know where we're going now.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Alright, let's turn around and walk straight back into the jaws of the enemy. Guess to see if there's a robot city here. Let's go, guys.
Yes, this is very important. Our entire objective has changed.
Yeah. We
Well,
need to know if there's a robot city or not.
where were you guys going originally?
Really, just here. We were hoping you would know what to do.
Again, I know where's the map?
I'll pull up the map.
Grant,
Not that one. Not that map.
Oh.
That map.
what?
Oh,
What?
What map?
The linked map.
That one.
Grant.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
We do have this map, and there's a few different nodes. There is. Where are we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of nodes.
Yeah, there's several.
That's at least 20. Oh boy.
Yeah. Again, what Grant said earlier, if we cut the nodes in half, pretty much, so we take out the 3 in the middle, the 2 halves can't communicate with each other.
True.
The Greyville uses the nodes to communicate. So if we cut off the 2 in, I don't know how to pronounce that, the green country.
Oria?
No, the
Oh, Modelaria?
yeah.
Asher? Yeah, that.
And then the 1 in Seda, we would cut off pretty much the world in half for them.
Well, there's still a connection between Aria and Seta.
Yeah, we can take that one too, close by.
Mm-hmm.
But that would give us 1, 2, 3, and 4 to take, which wouldn't be that bad compared to the 20 there is.
Mm-hmm.
The closest one to us, I want to say, would be the one over here.
That's pretty much where we just came from, though. They're gonna be looking for us.
Oh, I did not realize. Again, we technically have the one that's right here near us that way. We also have the one way up north we could go to. I mean, it's really up to you guys if you guys wanted to do that.
I mean, I think looking at this, it looks like you're right about the 4 that'd be easiest to take out, but
Maybe we can head to the 2 southern ones first, and then come back to this one. Maybe some time will pass, and it'll be hard for them to recognize.
that could work, yeah. We could maybe go down around the mountain so we came through.
Yeah.
I've never been that far south before.
I have once when I traveled over this way from Eover.
Hmm.
I'm zoning out. So are we going here? Is that what we're saying?
I think so.
Yeah, that's the first one we're going for.
All right.
Are you guys still
Okay.
just chilling in the destroyed house?
I assume we've left.
I
Okay.
assume we're like walking around town.
I
Okay.
don't want to be around a bunch of dead and unconscious bodies.
Okay. So as you're walking around town,
Once we just have the map out awkwardly as we're walking.
makes sense. As you're walking around town, you hear sort of a shouting. Sounds like a female's voice from a couple blocks over.
Do I recognize the female?
No.
Uh,
And you can't like fully understand what she's shouting, but you hear the same thing repeated a couple times.
Okay, I start going over towards the shouting.
Yeah, I want to take a look too.
Same.
So as you guys start walking towards her, you realize she's shouting, "Mittens! Mittens! Mittens, where are you?"
Look for.
Fucking
Well,
cat.
I have some gloves. Would that help?
Oh my god.
And it's a tabaxi woman who seems to be like almost in tears, very kind of raggy clothes, shouting around as she kind of like speed walks through the town, shouting for Mittens. You're gonna offer her
If
your
she's looking for,
gloves.
if she's looking like for... Okay, I swear to God, if she's looking for like her actual biological son or something that she's
I mean, they are cat people.
Yeah,
so.
Tabaxi owning a cat, is that okay?
You know, I didn't think about that one. I don't care about the ethical dilemmas here. Are you gonna offer her your gloves?
I
God damn
mean, yeah, I'm not gonna take them off, but like,
it. God damn it. Yeah, so she's gonna just stop for a second. Those, I don't need gloves. I'm looking for my cat.
oh, okay.
I appreciate it though. You guys haven't seen a small white cat around, have you? Black fur around the paws.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. What color fur is the tabaxi lady?
She's sort of a orangish tabby.
Okay. Okay, cool. I was gonna be racially insensitive, but alas.
Well, if you find Mittens, please let me know. That I'll certainly be able to provide some sort of cash reward, but I don't have much.
Is this what we're doing today? We're
Well, we can
saving
keep an
cats.
eye out.
Can we just like nod and just go?
I mean, yes, you can certainly just say no. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean,
And
yeah,
she just kind
definitely
of
keep an eye out.
thank you, friends, and she walks off. Mittens, where are you? As she kind of walks down the street.
I mean, I hate saying this, but like the Greyville are after us. I don't know if we should delay leaving town. They already know I'm here.
Well, either way, we still have to wait for Cardi and the Sora.
God damn it.
So
There's something at my fucking door and I don't know what it is.
Is it your nephew again?
kill him.
Please.
It's the only way.
I think it was his nephew again.
Probably.
What is this?
It was cat.
Good. That's better than nephew.
What is this?
What's what?
What is what? What? It's a circle. Or it's an oval.
Is there anything important there, or is it just drawn?
It's for it's Cardi's home.
Oh.
Oh, this, yeah.
He just crawled. Yeah, he's a squid.
Yeah, it's for Cardi crawled out of the depths of hell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because everybody has a color, and everybody's color circled where they're from.
Like, that's me.
Here's me.
Which city in Yover am I from?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't know, pick one.
Okay.
Staple is my favorite. It's the dumbest name.
You might not be able to see it because it's overlap. It's Right here.
Yeah. Mouth
It's
is
overlapping
also
with
the
Henry
best.
or whatever the fuck.
Or Guild and Clifford.
Robots are not very creative.
That's your excuse.
All right. Well, Tyler came from also the middle of the ocean.
Okay, no, I was trying to figure out how to keep all stuff, so.
No, Tyler, you're also orange. God damn it.
Fuck, I'll change
Oh
color.
god damn it,
Wait,
Tyler.
who's orange? Who else is orange? Oh, Cardi.
Alex,
Alex.
we established this less than a minute ago.
That's right.
How do I delete stuff?
It's sort of a pain. You have to select it all and then hit delete. Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it, Jackie!
What?
I see what you hid.
What?
I
Where?
selected it by accident.
No, like I literally don't know. which
The
one you're
land
talking about.
colored dick in the over.
Oh, that one. Oh yeah, I
Oh
forgot
my
that was
God.
there. I
What?
forgot. I forgot. I knew I did one over here, but I forgot I did one over there.
GG.
Where?
There
I hit
was,
a tick on the map.
yeah. Tyler, I actually don't know how to do it. I think you could just click on your color down at the bottom of the screen.
Can.
Yeah, where it says Tyler S at the bottom, just click on the orange and make it cyan. There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, cool. Now we all have different colors. And now when you do your ping, it should be cyan.
It's blue.
I'm drawing, so yeah. But yeah.
Snazzy. Okay. So, you guys are still walking around the city. Lasora is probably in a bar somewhere, and Cardi is still exploring those ruins.
They're
What
doing
do?
squid and dwarf things, respectively.
Exactly.
Like, I'm honestly not sure what to do at this point because we have to wait for them.
Same. I don't want to look for a fucking cat.
Well, we haven't really seen much of the town yet. Is there anything to do here?
You asking me or are you asking them?
I don't know. Gar, the voice of God. Anyone who's listening, really?
Mittens.
Yeah.
I mean, I would technically know, I guess.
Yeah, so you would know at least some of the things around town. It's not a very large town, and it's more meant as kind of like a stopping point for nomadic tribes. So while you generally kept to yourself, what a lot of people will do is just kind of bounce from tribe to tribe and either try to sell things or just meet people and so on. Other than that, there are a couple taverns spread throughout town. There are a couple just very basic shops for people to buy provisions for their journey, and a few people that live there to run the shops and whatnot and the farms. Not a ton else. It's not a very exciting town. Very quiet. Yeah, not generally a ton happening. There usually is some sort of event going on, whether it's a feud between families or people fighting or something like that, but doesn't seem to be anything happening right now.
Well, I'm gonna head actually back to the fire station place so I can pretty much properly resign from my job now.
Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. All right, sure. So you guys would probably actually be pretty close to the fire station anyway, just from kind of wandering around town. So yeah, you get back, and the old elderly fire station kitty is kind of still keeled over his desk, probably working on some papers as you walk in. And he sort of looks up at you. Oh, you're back. What happened? It's been a while.
The people that were after me finally found me, and they tried to attack me. They managed to kill quite a few of the other firefighters and burn down my house before I managed to, luckily with the help of these fellows here,
Hello.
knock them unconscious.
He just sort of grunts. Son of a bitch. Can't really afford to lose anybody. Fuck.
Amazing. What a guy.
That's the best way to react to the death of like 4 of your colleagues.
Tons of fucking other firefighters dead. This inconveniences me.
Mhm.
So, what are you doing then?
Because they know I'm here, I don't want to bring any more trouble to the town, so I'm going to be leaving. I've come in to let you know that I'll be resigning.
God damn it, I don't have any firefighters left. No, I'm gonna have to go out and do the... Alright.
Again, I'm sorry, but I don't want to bring any more.
You see him kind of grab a bottle and kind of unscrew it and just start chugging some sort of alcohol.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What is this dude?
Well, thank you for your service, I guess. I suppose you'll be wanting your final paycheck.
Yeah, it would be nice.
He throws you 2 gold.
How much gold do I actually have?
Probably like 100 too. I don't know. Didn't you roll for it last time?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
I thought you did.
Where did I roll?
I very vividly remember you rolling for it.
Same.
God, where did I roll for this?
I don't know. It's you. All right, you forgot to write it down, so you now have 2 gold. Consequences.
You dropped all of your gold.
What?
I think it was 5d4 that I'm looking at.
I'm looking for it for when I.
5d4. So you have you have 140 gold. I remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you have
Yeah,
142.
140.
2 gold. I still support him getting 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he just says, well, if you have to leave, get out of here. I have work to do.
Okay, I walk out at that point.
What an asshole.
He's been like that as long as I've known him.
And I guess we should get the other 2 and get on our way.
Yeah. Well, there's quite a few bars here, so it might take a few minutes.
You guys hear some shouting from down the street.
Is it the same shouting?
No.
Oh,
This one sounds like almost like a fight about to manifest.
Into a bar fight.
It sounds like a fight about to manifest.
Oh, let's go.
We found Lathora.
God damn it.
So as you kind of speed walk down the street, you do see that outside of a bar there are quite a few people kind of circled around the entrance to the bar. And there's a bunch of shouting, everybody kind of, you know, hyping up these two, what you can only imagine are people about to fight. And as you kind of squeeze your way through the crowd, to your surprise, it's not Lasora,
I'm
but
just like hopping up and down to see if
but it is a kobold and a goblin, who are they're both like super pissed off at each other. Their faces are like bright red, hands in fists, like 100% ready to bounce on each other. And one of
I hate to
them.
interrupt you. Can you adjust your noise gate by literally like 1? Because you're cutting out the slightest bit and it's annoying.
Sure.
Just the tiniest bit.
All right, let me know if that's any better.
All right.
So these two dumbasses are what?
Did you ever turn the bit rate of this channel back up after I had to?
Oh no, I did not.
That
would
might be it.
Let's bump that back up to 64. There we go. That should make life much better.
If you get I don't know what it's called. It's like boosting servers.
Yeah, like
whatever
if
it's
we
called
get,
now.
it takes like 5 people have to have Nitro in the server or something like that.
It's like if you have Nitro, you can choose a server to boost, and apparently if a ton of people boost your server, you can have 320 kbps voice chat.
God, I mean 64 sounds perfectly fine. I don't care. At least for voice chat. Anyway, you guys would be now like kind of, I'll say right outside of this, like this
You
larger.
can get like 128 if just 2 people boost you. So that's kind of neat.
Oh, okay.
I could have swore you could get 128 normally. Did they change that to in order for to make money?
I can get 96 normally. But I just keep it on
Okay, that
64
would've been
because somebody's internet's gonna break. Anyway, so yeah, you guys are outside of that larger building now, and you're sort of watching these two guys about to go at it, and they start shouting at each other. I know you stole him, and the other one, what the fuck are you talking about? You stole it from me. And they just keep shouting about them stealing something from each other. No, you stole him! No, you stole him! Ah! And they start beating the hell out of each other. And it's really kind of hilarious because they're, 4 feet tall. So
Is there a crowd? Or are
there's
they just kinda...
there's a decent crowd of people kind of standing around in a circle like you would imagine a high school fight would be. Of people all, in a circle around the entrance to this bar. And they have been locked out of the bar and they are fighting basically on the doorstep to the bar. And they're both just continually, you fucking stole him! No, I didn't! I didn't steal your cat!
Okay, Grant. I walk up right in the middle of them and jam my sword down and say, both of you guys stop.
Your hammer?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you like swinging it or just placing it?
Swing it down to get their attention.
How close are you swinging this hammer? Because they are small, fast-moving creatures that are in a fight, so if you're swinging it, there's a possibility that you would hit one.
Okay, I won't swing the hammer then.
Okay. I mean, you still could, you would just have to do it far enough away.
No, I get up close to them trying to break it up, tell them to stop.
Alright. Roll intimidation?
Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, no, I actually got this.
I was about to say, you should have great intimidation. Never mind.
I do, I have a +4.
Tyler, you have rolled twice in this game, and both of them have been 2.
Wait, I have to see if pattern's gonna continue. Give me a second.
Last time it was 120, 120. This time it's just all 2s.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh my god, okay.
I'm cursed.
Okay, I'm gonna roll something and see if I get it too. Now see, I'm fine. It's just you.
you got a 12.
I did. That's not a 2.
That's very
There's
correct.
a 2 in it,
Oh my god.
but it's not a 2.
Yeah, Tyler, you're just cursed. You really are.
Like the D20, the nat 1s.
Yeah, you kind of like stomp your feet and you say stop, and they don't care at all. There are a couple other people that are probably yelling at them to stop. They really don't care. They're just screaming at each other. At this point, they're kind of like clawing at each other, even starting to draw blood.
Guard, do you want a little help with that?
And they're still screaming, "You stole my fucking cat! No, I didn't! You stole my cat! Ah!"
Okay, now this time I
I-
actually like get in the middle of them and like start pushing them away from each other.
Hey, we're.
Yes?
I think those two could use a good levitating.
So, Gar, you like stand in the middle and just grab their head and push them away, comic style.
That was what I had in mind, but I think he's got it
Asking
covered.
What got stolen?
We heard what got stolen.
And one of them, like, they're both still, your hand on their head, they're both still, like, scuttling in the dirt road, trying to claw at either you or each other. And the goblin said, "He steal my cat!"
Ah, fuck.
And the kobold says, "I didn't steal his cat, he stole my cat!"
Where is the cat now?
And they both simultaneously say, "We don't know, he stole it!"
Well, what's the cat look like?
White with black paws.
And
Yeah.
one of the goblin says, "He black cat," and the kobold says, "No, he orange cat."
The fuck?
I think you're just thinking of different cats.
Yeah, but he stole my cat.
What?
He stole my orange cat, and the other one says, "No, he stole my black cat.
What?
He never admit it. Now me have to kill him."
They're like cats.
You're not gonna kill him right here.
Yeah, I'm not over a cat.
Let me go, metal. I kill him.
There's no need for you guys to kill each other. There's a lot of stuff's already happened in this town. I'd rather not more.
At this point, the crowd is sort of getting disappointed.
I'm getting disappointed. Like, what the fuck?
I've had to break up fights this time before. It's kind of what I have to do.
You are large metal, lad.
Exactly. People can't really do much to stop me at this point.
And both of them at this point are starting to calm down.
That's possible.
They're less like running in the dirt as if they're just glitched NPCs running into an invisible wall, but they're still like glaring at each other, and it's still occasionally like trying to swipe at either at Gar or at the other, though obviously they can't reach.
If I set you two down, you're gonna try and kill each other again?
They both say yes.
Oh, I don't
Alright.
put them down. I can do this all day, you guys. You guys
You
won't
just
win
carry
this
one
thing.
under each arm for the rest of the campaign.
And he was named Neb Neb.
Oh god, hang on.
Until you guys can be civil, I won't put you down.
But he's still my cat.
That's how we adopted two new pets.
Their cat got stolen, so you just made them into your pet.
Yep.
One of them says, "Well, I not be civil until he admit he's still my cat."
Oh my god, what is that from? That's perfect.
A Critical Role animated.
Incredible.
I turn back to you two. Any ideas how to stop this before it gets? I have to knock them out.
Well, I guess find some cats, but
Seems
don't
like
know.
cats are getting stolen all
I looked
around.
at them. Do you guys mean Tabaxi or an actual cat?
No, not big cat, small cat.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so that's just 3 cats now we've heard have gone missing.
And they're still just like.
I can hold them all day. Like, I'm not worried about.
Oh,
it.
I'm sure you can, but there are still like just burning with hatred for each other. At this point, the crowd is sort of dissipated, and the show is over, unfortunately. But this kobold and this goblin are still really pissed off at each other.
You two have any ideas?
How do you go about looking for cats?
That's not something I normally do. Normally, I'm the one that just breaks up the fight, and then once it's broken up, I go away and do something else.
You're a firefighter. Haven't you ever gotten a cat out of a tree?
There's not many trees around.
So to the north, there is a forest, not too far away, which is one of the.
in town.
Yeah, I mean, like immediately next to town, no. But within like a 5-minute walk, there's like you can see it from town a little distance away. There is a pine forest.
Well, then they've probably all run off there and gotten stuck in trees.
Is this entire session really going to be the firefighter gets cats out of a tree?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, god damn it.
No, it's not gonna be that stupid. Of course not.
It's
This
gonna
is
be
you-
Jupiter.
Exactly.
So this is you we're talking about, Grant. It can be a lot stupider.
You're goddamn right. So, at this point, as you guys are standing here, you see 2 familiar faces. Kind of come up to the crowd, and against your initial disbelief, it is Altor and Forger, the 2 that accompanied you initially to Guidel.
Oh no.
They're here to kill us.
Who are these two?
It's
We don't know them.
It's a gnome and a Kinku. Kinku has like sort of a leather jacket with little bone spikes as darts, and the gnome has all kinds of cool little mechanisms mounted on his shoulders with sort of a black jacket.
Oh, hey guys! What are you doing all the way out here?
The gnome speaks up. Oh, hi.
Doesn't answer a question at all.
Nice to
Hi.
see you. We are just visiting.
Okay.
Where is everybody else? Your friends? Forger
they're-
speaks up. Ah, friends?
They're doing their own thing, I think. I don't really know where they went, but we'll probably run into them soon.
They're here somewhere.
Okay. If you do run into them, that's nice. Nice.
Well, it was nice running into you guys again.
Yeah, yes, yeah, you too. We're gonna go. We're gonna go now.
Okay.
And he sort of gives you a shy wave, and the Kenku, farewell.
Bye.
So I don't know who these two are. So who are they?
We don't know them.
Well, yeah, we do. They were traveling with us for a while.
I don't know.
They're friends of ours.
Okay, well, so that's gonna bring us back to the other issue. I gestured to the goblin and kobold. I'm still holding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You had that whole conversation. You're still just palming two skulls of little reptiles.
Our goblins
If one of them
reptiles?
wants to,
I think
if one
so.
of them wants- If one of them wants to try and attack me, feel free to do so.
They literally can't. They cannot reach you. I mean, they could probably grab onto your hand, but they are way too pissed off at the other party to care about you whatsoever.
God. Hey Grant, do I know is there like a police anywhere in the town?
There is not.
You are the police.
Pretty much.
That's fair. I don't really have any place to put them though. I hate to knock them out because then they'll just get back to killing each other once they wake back up.
Well, I think we should just take them with us for the rest of our adventures until they calm down.
Just
We're
put
not
them on little
kidnapping.
leashes.
Okay.
Hey, you're okay with kidnapping these people?
Can we establish when we're talking in character and out of character? Tyler, not everything I say is in character.
Okay.
I don't know if you've noticed. I do a
Yes, it
stupid
is.
Voice.
That's what voices are for.
Yeah.
You do
I'm the only
you do dumb deep voice for in character, and then your dumb normal voice out of character.
I'm the only one here who fucking does a voice. You two just talk normally. Tyler, get voice mod.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't do voices, you dumb hoe. Stop bullying me.
Jackie, get voice mod.
No.
Just make Weirs sound like Batman.
No.
I'm Batman.
Weirs goes from very nice twink lad into fucking Batman. Alright, anyway, you're still holding on to a goblin and a kobold, and they're both still screaming at each other that the other stole their cat.
Yeah, I still don't know what we're doing with this.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
Oh, the problem is that if I
Well-
let them down, they're gonna kill each other again. Or
We don't
attempt
have
to.
we don't have our adorable Scottish dwarf to do anything.
Did he come about pig stick?
Yeah.
I feel all lonely.
Well, I mean, I guess I could just do it normally and knock them out. and
He's the only other party member who was sane.
I mean, I guess I could just knock them out and leave them somewhere.
Well, I guess,
we
but if
could
they wake
not.
up next to each other, they're gonna fight again.
Just carry one to the next town over.
Well,
Knock them both out, pick one up. Yeet!
you knock them both out. Well, knock one out and then talk to the other one while they're not trying to kill each other.
Or you could just
Eeny, meaty, tiny,
holding
bone.
them. It's where they still
Forever.
pose no threat.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but I don't know about you guys, but I
this
would
is
like to get
fucking
some sleep.
stupid. I'm gonna kneel over and look at the gnomes. Be like, when did your cats go missing?
The gnome is left. It is
Goblin.
kobold and goblin.
Talking to both of them.
Okay. He stole my cat 2 days ago. No, he stole my cat 2 days ago.
So 3 cats
So
have gone
you-
missing. In the
So you two believe that You both coincidentally stole each other's cats at exactly the same time.
No, I no steal anybody's cat. He steal my cat.
So you think
He hiding my cat and his cat. He has 2 cat. I have 0 cat. The other one, no. He have 2 cat. I have 0 cat. He hiding my cat.
God, I want to help when my head hurts.
I fucking love playing stupid characters because it's so fun to confuse you with dumb talk.
Well,
I
do you
want to
think
play a
maybe-
kobold at some point.
Do you think maybe you both have no cats and they just both ran off? Or someone else stole them?
Well, why anybody else steal him? He steal it
Why he steal them?
because he want more cat.
Maybe someone else wants more cat.
But 2 cat better than 1 cat.
Maybe someone stole
there's-
both your cats.
Well, someone else in town had their cat stolen.
Whereas when you say that, they both just sort of stop and they're like, 3 cat better than 3 cat better than no cat. Maybe he not steal my cat.
Can I pull a starlight and go out in a tree?
You certainly can.
There are no trees around.
Can I like plant a tree and wait?
Or you can go walk 5 minutes into the woods and go pout in one of those trees.
Yeah.
Just gonna lay on the ground and pout.
Just in the middle of this conversation, you just kind of lie down and ball up.
I'm not.
Can I see them like not as angry at each other now?
Yeah, they've sort of started to realize that maybe somebody else took their cats now.
So you guys done fighting?
They're so stupid.
Well, if he not steal my cat, who steal my cat? I beat them up now.
We'd like to figure that out if you two would stop fighting long enough to help us.
The kobold just basically plops down, like just from a total stand. His feet just give out and he just falls on his ass.
That's the mood.
And he just says, "Eh," and the goblin kind of watches, and then he looks back up at Gar and says, well, me fight whoever stole my cat. And he puts his fist back up, and he looks towards Lionel. You steal my cat?
Nope.
Oh,
Incredible.
okay. And he sits down as well.
Okay. At this point, I let go of both of them.
Yeah, they're both just sitting on the ground now. They've got quite a few bruises from beating the holy shit out of each other.
That's fine. Okay, so we still don't know how to find the cats. Any ideas there?
My head hurts. I'm sorry. Everything that's happening.
Blame Grant.
This is some of the dumbest stuff I've done so far. Why does this make your head hurt?
Because it's so dumb. You just said.
Good. That's my goal.
I don't really know how cats work.
I don't really either.
No one knows how cats work.
Except Grant, apparently.
No, even him.
Nah.
They're
I don't.
A mystery. Where are my Cheetos?
I would also like to point out that we all just fought like a mini boss, and we're probably in need of
I
not
have
dying.
12 HP and no key.
Oh yeah, I
have
forgot.
11 and like 2 spell slots.
I don't really know if there's anybody in the town that really could hurt me, so I'm not really that worried.
Hey
Yeah,
there,
well,
Meteor.
I have 9 AC and also I'm out of spells.
That is fair.
Uh,
Well, I don't really have a house for us to rest at anymore.
well, if we find wherever Lasara is, there might be someone to get a room there. We were looking for her anyway.
Sure, yeah, we can go find Lasar.
One of the as you guys
In
are
which
kind
case,
of
we combat like everyone else.
as you guys are kind of standing around, one of the kobolds kind of perks up. Osus, steal my cat?
Who?
Osus.
Who?
Green man. Live
But
down? And he kind of points down a street.
didn't we just establish that this green man didn't steal your cat? And I point to the goblin.
No. Other green man. Big green man.
Oh, okay.
Has mini cat? Less cat. Maybe cat.
Is he saying mini cat or many cat?
Yes.
Yes. Has cat? Has no cat. Has
Well,
no has cat. Maybe stole my cat. Osu's cat. Not here.
What do I roll to tie a noose?
probably sleight of hand, maybe, for not time. That's a passable news.
Congratulations, you kill yourself. Roll a new character.
Alright.
What is it with you and killing yourself over stupid things?
Well, big green
I
man.
can't wild surge anymore, so I just gotta end it all.
That's fair.
Big green men have three
That's
cat.
fair. I can wild search. Let's go.
Oh no.
You can't just wild surge at will, can you? That would be
No, I'm just
fantastic.
making a stupid fucking joke.
I know. That would be fantastic if you could.
No, it wouldn't. It would be terrible.
You know what? I hate this situation. Let's see what happens. Ah, that's a fireball. Well.
Sometimes it just be like that.
The kobold says, big green men down the street have three cat, but then suddenly no have three cat. Maybe he stole my cat.
Okay, so
Wait.
what I'm hearing is a lot of people in this town are missing their cats now.
No, I want to hear their logic.
What logic?
Exactly. They're saying that he had 3 cats and now he has no cats, therefore he stole their cats.
Well, he no have cat. He had cat, then he no have cat. But like we said, 3 cat better than no cat, right? But 1 cat better than no cat. So maybe he steal me 1 cat because it's better than no cat.
I just lean into Lionel and I just whisper, I'm so confused.
I fucking love playing kobolds.
I lean over again and say, let's go to that house and just let's walk away and go to that house.
I really want to play a kobold character now just because it's so fun trying to explain like a simple thing that I could absolutely explain to you in normal talk in like 3 words, but just trying to explain that as stupidly as possible.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away and go towards Green Man house.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
I'll
with him so
I'll
that I
follow.
get to leave.
All right. Yeah, he had pointed down the street, and there are a couple sort of smaller looking houses, and then there's notably a house that looks like it's meant for a larger person. The doors are substantially larger than like the canvas flaps and the 4-foot tall doors that are meant for the goblins and kobolds. And it'll be like right down here. Sure. You come to the house.
I can only assume it's an orc.
I still love that
Knock on the
token.
door. You're welcome.
Door swings open. It's an orc. It's a half orc. Hello?
Shocking.
Can I help you?
Yes, did you have your cats stolen?
I'm not sure if they got stolen, but yes, my 3 cats are not here anymore.
Well, we think they might have been stolen because there seems to be a lot of cats missing around town.
So I have heard. I'm curious what is going on. Do you think you could find them? I think there is something strange going on.
Do your cats spend a lot of time outside?
No, not really. I occasionally let them outside at nighttime, maybe at 9 to 10 p.m. Let them run around, go to the restroom, and then they come back. A few nights ago, they didn't come back.
Maybe
So you let
something's
them
been
out.
eating them.
You let them out at about...
Something's been
9.
eating them.
Well, maybe.
I sure hope not. And you see, like, when you say that, he kind of just had a panic set in.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, it was just so stupid.
Look,
What?
just to reiterate, you let them out at about 9 p.m. and they were supposed to come back around 10 p.m., but they didn't.
Yes.
When was this?
About 10 p.m.
No day.
About 2 or 3 days ago. Think it was about 2 days ago. Yes.
Yeah, the kobold said 2 days. So it was 2
Oh
days
god, that
ago.
was it. The fucking kobolds. They've been shouting about cats for all day today.
Yeah,
Well,
that
there's
would
not
be
missing
why.
too, and
Yeah.
and they were thinking you did it, but
Why the
Wasn't
hell
you,
would I steal
obviously.
their cat?
well, I don't know. I don't think they were very
God,
smart.
I've got to get out of this town. These guys are so fucking stupid.
Oh, trust me, we want to get out of here too.
He kind of rubs his face a bit. Look, if you can find cat, I give you good reward. Maybe even cool item from my stash. As reward, I need to get the hell out of here anyway. I can't carry all of my shit.
Well, we appreciate it. Is there anything else you can tell us that might be helpful?
Not really, no. He sort of scratches his head. The only other thing I have heard is some crazy people around town say forests get closer. It's not possible, but people say forests get closer.
Forest, get closer. All right.
He kind of shrugs. Pretty sure they're just insane, and the cats have just run off to go, play in the fields or something. I'm not sure.
What time of day is it?
It's probably about 5-ish p.m.
Perfect. Bedtime. Let's go to a tavern.
God, you
Yeah,
guys
I
are
was about to say,
all
it's
old
probably
people.
getting late-ish anyway.
Yeah.
Because we're all dying.
Yeah.
Well, we'll tell you.
Except for the giant predatable robot.
Tell you if we find your cat or learn anything substantial.
I appreciate. Thank you, friends. And he kind of just closes the door.
Whis? What is wrong with you?
What?
That's not how you
That was like an
Someone-
Ajax level of conversation skill right there.
Well, what? What did I do?
That's not how you comfort a man who just lost his beloved cats.
Oh,
You're supposed to inspire hope in people, not make them panic and think, "Oh God, what
Yeah.
if my cat's been eaten?"
yeah, you might have a point. That's just the first thing that came to my mind, okay?
Well, you need to have a filter on what goes through your mind and what comes out of your mouth.
So that's a figure of speech, right? You don't mean put like an air filter in my mouth or anything, do you?
I'm gonna start walking towards the tavern.
Me too.
I'm just kidding. I'm with them.
God, playing stupid characters is so much fun.
I still
Yeah,
want
but-
to play a redneck character at some point.
I have played a redneck character and it was a blast.
Did you play the really intelligent redneck character that we
Yes.
suggested?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I played Cletus the synth because it was a Fallout campaign and he was actually a synth,
yeah.
but he just didn't know it.
Wait, didn't you
He was also
actually-
incredibly racist to everything that wasn't human, and even though he wasn't a human.
was he actually intelligent or did he just think he was intelligent?
He was incredibly
Okay, no, let's
intelligent.
go.
He didn't think he was.
I want to play a redneck who like thinks he's a genius, but he's actually really fucking stupid. But his charisma is so high that everyone just believes everything he says.
So it's Ajax, but if people actually believe the shit that came out of his mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. Cletus was a blast because, like I said, it was a Fallout campaign. So one of the things I had to do was hack computers. But instead of opening up the console and doing all the hacky shit, I just took a screwdriver and jammed it in the side of the computer a few times. But I knew computers so well that like the synth components in my brain happened to connect two of the contacts, which shorted something out and unlocked the computer.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god. That's amazing.
It was so good.
Holy convenience.
Anyway, so where would you guys like to go? To the tavern, to
Tavern,
not die?
sleep,
To sleep.
Okay.
eat, sleep.
To not die.
All right. So yeah, you head back to. You want to go to the tavern that the dudes were fighting outside of?
I don't care.
Sure.
The
Can
tavern.
we find our party members and leave town?
Yeah, I'd like to try and find Lasora.
Yeah, Lasora would probably be here. This is
Can we
just a
kinda
nicer
find
tavern in
Pat
town.
While we wait for our other party members to be here.
Can we just leave town?
Oh my god.
Let's just leave Guardian and Lasora behind.
Alex
This is
comes
what they
back
get
next
for
time. It's
wrestling.
just sorry, dude. We're 500 miles away.
Well,
This
no,
is
I
what
meant
you
like
get
I
for
meant
choosing
I
Otis.
meant grab our party members and then leave town.
But Alex is nowhere to be found.
Well, then we leave him behind. Fuck
Good.
him.
Yes, I'm sure Grant gave us this cat storyline so we could just leave town and ignore it completely.
Yeah, let's do it.
I hear that.
All right, so yeah, you guys get to the tavern. It's probably the nicest tavern in town, which really isn't saying much. And Lasora is here, completely drunk off her mind. She there's a band playing pretty bad music, and she is dancing around like a crazy person. Probably like bashing her hammer into the floor or something like that. As people have just stepped away from her and are just kind of enjoying the show.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and get us all some rooms, but I'm just gonna wait and watch for Lasora to eventually pass out. And then I'm gonna haul her up to her room. And by haul, I mean levitate, because she is the dwarf in heavy armor.
She looks like she's dancing to a mixture of death metal and bluegrass.
What is she actually dancing to?
Just some person playing like a violin. So yeah, you get your rooms. You can grab food or a drink or something like that if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And unless there's something else specific you wanted to do tonight, you all have a long rest. Lasora would have passed out after like 15 minutes, and probably
Alright.
I imagine one of y'all probably carried her upstairs.
Then I'm gonna haul her up, and then I'm gonna go pass out myself.
Okay. Okay. It is next morning. I'll say 10 in the morning because waking up at 9 in the morning is awful.
Thank God
I mean, back in the day, there was fucking nothing else to do,
Well, yeah, exactly. There's nothing else to do, so just sleep all day.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's genius.
Yeah.
Alright. It's now 10 in the morning. Lasora is just so hungover, she's non-functional. Is my excuse for not having to roleplay Lasora.
Yeah. I'm gonna check in on her, but I'm just gonna give her a little pat on the back and head on out.
She sounds like a pig snoring through a megaphone.
Oh my.
I can't imagine that dwarves would have a very mellow snore.
No, I can't either. You're right.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do?
When I meet back up with these two, I'm just gonna be like, I think we're gonna be here for at least another couple hours, because Lasora's pretty out of it.
You see, in the tavern, Altor and Forger are sitting at a table, just kind of looking over at you.
I don't make eye contact.
I'm just gonna give him a smile and a little wave.
No eye contact.
The Kenku just kind of does like a little, like the classic nod up guy who knows
Yeah.
each other. The Kenku does that for you. He is a good bird.
He's a good bird. He's a good bird, that's why we're considered some friends. But yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Was there anything else we needed to do today then? Because...
I would.
What?
What?
He did.
Cola?
It just annoys me how disinterested you guys are in the thing that we're clearly being given to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, just because I give you a mission doesn't mean you have to do it. I'm not trying to railroad y'all.
Nothing else to do.
Hey, like-
sit in the-
Okay, I sit in the tavern
I'm just
all day
saying,
and
from, like,
read.
Well, I'm just saying from like an in-character perspective, is there anything else we have to do to like get ready for our long-ass trip to prevent the end of the world?
Do we have supplies or?
That's a good question. I'm doing pretty good on all of my supply stuff.
I'm fine.
But did Cole ever get more?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I might need to grab some rations, but that's about it.
The robots
You don't need to eat.
Wait, I don't have to eat. Yeah.
I feel like you should have. Well, nah, not really. I was trying to think like maybe you should need some sort of substance to keep you functioning,
No.
but not really.
Nah, fuck it. Fuck you, the runs on magic.
Exactly. All right. Where were y'all actually planning on heading first?
Fucking-
Down.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that might be the nearest one because we wanted to avoid this one. We wanted to avoid that one for the
Okay.
time being.
That is,
So we go boop,
yeah,
boop,
that is not a short journey.
boop, boop, boop.
Well, it's not gonna be a short journey no matter what the hell we do. But our options are either, like, start at one end and go da, or we, like, go back to this one, which is the closest, and then we head over to this, and then we have to basically just do a 180.
Yeah, it's a really awkward like doing that. So like
Yeah.
I was thinking boop boop boop.
Yeah. Well, that could also work. If we end in Guidal, it'll at least avoid it for the longest amount of time, but it might be better to just hit it on our way back to Dongshan.
I really enjoyed that sentence. Guidalita least.
Okay, so we still have an 800-mile trek just to get to the next place.
You could always stop through cities, though.
Yeah.
You're hitting literally every single city on.
Well, I mean, just to follow the road would probably be a little more convenient, you know?
Yeah.
There we go. We got our path.
That is like all the way the distance of pretty much across the entire United States of America.
Road trip, boys! Woo! Somebody screen cap this so I can let go of the mouse button.
I didn't screen cap it.
Alright.
It was like 2,500. I'll remember that.
I don't even care about that, I just want to have the path.
I got you. Okay. So what's the plan?
I mean, I guess we start heading to the south.
Or I guess fuck these cats then.
And your squid.
I mean, again, provided we can round up the party.
That's fair.
Because the squid's still doing squid things, and the drunk's still doing drunk things.
Out of character, please don't head south yet, because I don't want to surprise the party and just tell them that I've forced their characters to go 500 miles south.
Trying to fucking say.
Nah. We're good, I'm just thinking of planning ahead.
I got you.
Can we get the fucking town map back though, please?
Yeah. Oop.
Okay, so now since we have to do this cat thing, so nothing else to do. I guess we can head to the forest. That's where apparently all the cats have been going, and the forest is coming closer. Whatever the fuck that means.
And besides, that might be the place to find them anyway, if cats like trees.
True.
So, you know. It can't wait.
Okay.
At least while we're waiting for the Sora to sober up, we should be good.
All right. So you guys want to head towards the forest?
Hell yeah.
All right. So you start following. It's like a very lightly beaten path. I mean, it exists. It's kind of cutting through a wheat field, and the wheat is kind of packed down just a little bit. But you notice that there are, as you kind of making your way towards this forest, there are what look like not really footprints, but very large imprints in the ground. Kind of packing down the wheat and the grass following this path.
Yamcha died here so many times.
What kind of footprints are they?
They don't seem like a footprint. They just seem like a very large, kind of roundish imprint. It definitely doesn't seem to be the shape of like a giant's foot or anything like that.
Let's follow them.
Sure, we'll follow the footprints.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So the footprints seem to conform to the path for the most part, but as you get closer to this forest, which just seems to be a decently large patch of pine forest, kind of out of the ordinary. It doesn't seem like it's suspiciously small. I mean, it's definitely a pine forest. But as you approach it, the footprints kind of wind off a little ways away from the pathway. And
I follow the footprints. I will lead, I guess.
okay. So
Let's go.
following the
I am directly
footprints.
behind the cool robot because I still think he's neat.
Ooh.
Following the footprints, you see they come up to the forest, and you feel the air kind of get a little bit more just humid, with this area being a little more foresty and less of a just dry ass grassland. You smell the scent of the pine trees. It's actually quite a nice, refreshing experience as you enter this forest. And you notice that the footprints, while they still kind of continue, it seems like the trees have almost bent away, almost forming like a very faint pathway through where these footprints are following.
Then onward and upward.
Okay.
Yeah, follow the footprints.
You keep following them, and follow them some more. The trees continue to conform a little bit until you kind of swing around one's little larger tree, and before you is a big ass tree with like the thickest trunk you've ever seen, and branches kind of.
She said.
It's like 3 C's.
What?
It's like
I see.
thick normally has 2 C's, but this thick has 3 C's.
Damn.
I mean it's
Sick.
yeah, it's a pretty damn big tree. And you kind of look up, and there are branches that stretch out a pretty good distance, and on these branches are like 40 cats. And they're all just kind of, some of them are lying in like what look like bird nests or bundles of sticks. Some of them are kind of clawing themselves up and down the tree and even playing with each other. And the whole top of the tree seems to just be alive with cats of all different types.
Hey,
Oh boy.
Cursed tree.
well that wasn't too hard.
Oh no, the problem is that it's a cursed tree, so we can't just take the cats back. They'll come running back to the tree again.
So we have to cut it down, or?
Do you think it's cursed? I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Actually, give me just 1 second, because I'm actually not sure on this one. Yeah, I'll say it lights up. Although I
Yay!
have no goddamn idea what magic it would light up with, so I'm just gonna say it lights up.
All right. I
Can
mean,
you levitate the tree?
I can try.
I mean, you can make fire, right?
Please
Alright.
don't burn down the whole forest.
Yeah, that might hurt the cats too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I can levitate something that weighs up to 500 pounds, which is less than the weight of a giant fucking tree.
I figure.
I don't know by how much,
What
but
if it's hollow? What if it's all bark?
Then we have a different problem to worry about.
I'm gonna knock on the bark of the tree. Is it hollow?
It is not. You knock on the tree and you feel it shift, and you hear sort of a loud creaking noise. And looking up
I think I knocked it over. I knocked it over.
to what you've previously thought were knots in the wood begin to move in their eyes. And this tree kind of leans forward with these big sort of dark wooden, will look like carved out eyes. And a mouth begins to manifest.
Oh god, it's one of these
Oh.
fucking things.
And it kind of pulls its shoulders back, and it reaches one of the branches up, and it very faintly pets one of the cats.
Oh.
And it looks down at you. Who are you?
Oh, right then.
Well, I'm Weirs, and this is Lionel and Gar. Hi.
It doesn't respond, and it just reaches up with another branch and lightly pets one of the kitties on the head.
Who are you?
Ooh.
Why have you come here?
Because these cats aren't yours, and they need to go back to their real owners.
He kind of reaches another stick up to another cat, and it, you know, like how cats like to brush their mouth up against something, and he just does that, and the cat is very happily rubbing their face up against it. And you see sort of more sticks start to move, and almost like a very efficient cat petting machine, like 10 different branches start to pet all of these cats at once, and they're like, you just hear sort of a collective purr coming from the tree.
Weirs is absolutely fucking enthralled.
And he says, "These are mine. They have chosen me."
I mean, Demon Tree had a point, but
Hey, so, how do you move like that?
What?
Well, I've
What?
never seen a tree move like that.
I
Is it
am.
magic?
Yes, it is an ancient magic.
Well, how does it work? How do you do it?
I am known as a treant.
Hmm.
I do not know how it is done. He kind of looks back, and he once again you see a branch kind of cradle one of the kitties, and he moves it kind of in front of his face, and the cat starts rubbing up against one of the giant eyelids.
Hmm. Well, still, that's really cool. Thanks anyway.
I don't know how to convince a tree. But the people these cats belong to, they miss them very much, and they would like them back.
And if these cats left, I would miss them very much. But I live thousands of years longer than you.
I'm confused what that has to do with things.
Out of character, in character.
Yes.
For I would miss them for much longer.
Have you ever had any cats before these ones?
I like to have things to keep me company. I found that these types are perfect.
God, if that's not the fucking mood, buddy.
Oh my god.
And with that, he kind of bends down a little bit, and a couple of the cats just kind of run down the tree, and he sort of shakes a leaf a bit, and like a horde of 7 cats come running up to the party and just start rubbing up against your legs.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna pet some. I'm going to get cat hair all over my fucking gloves.
Absolutely. Yes, as is the
I'm
curse.
gonna close my door.
You touch a cat, and you are now covered in cat hair for the rest of your life.
that's how it be. It's worth it.
And yeah, these kitties kind of rub up against your legs, and he just says, "Do you see?"
Well, I see these guys. They're right here, but
They are the optimal companion. Why do you want to take them from me?
Because there are people who had them before you. People who see these cats as like family and they miss them very much.
I too see them as my family.
For the last 2 days.
Only he kind of reaches out a branch, and you see the leaves kind of form into a cradle. And he lets out sort of a low rumble, and you see a few cats run onto this cradle. And notably, you see Mittens, the white cat with black paws, as well as the black and orange cat that the kobold and goblin were fighting about, and 3 other cats that presumably belong to the orc. And they all just kind of get up on this little cradle and kind of, bat around at each other a little bit. Only these have I adopted recently. The others have been my family for years.
well, people really miss those 6. So, do you think you could just give those back?
But yet if I gave them back, I would miss those 6. Much, much worse.
Well, maybe you could talk to the people who own them.
I understand that you would miss them. But the people who are missing them right now own them much longer than you have, and they're entitled to their own pets.
He just kind of turns his head back and kind of, I don't want to say stands back up, but, goes back into straight up tree. And he says, "They have chosen me. If they wished to return home, they would." Would.
Oh, please tell me that was a character. Please.
Yeah, the tree just, after talking really slow, would.
Oh my god. Fucking god.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Well,
I don't know what to say. Fucking trees don't understand how things work.
and this guy thinks that these are his pets now.
And I don't know how to explain to him how things work.
Hey, Grant.
Uh-huh.
If the tree's speaking Vietnamese.
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me?
Nani?
What?
Sorry. I had to.
What?
Oh, okay.
I'm so fucking
Trees
confused.
speaking Vietnamese.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so outside of character,
That's
I
so
feel like
stupid.
we could take it, but at the same time, I feel like we couldn't take it too. 'Cause
I feel like I
actually-
don't want to burn a tree down.
Fucking.
I don't want to murder a guy just for having cats.
I'm going back to town and I'm getting the orc.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Lionel.
Alright,
Knock on
sure.
the damn door.
I'll go with them both.
Yeah, alright, sure. You go back to town, you get the orc. Knock on the door. Hello. Oh, hi. Have you found my cats?
Yes, and just come with us.
And they're not being eaten.
That's good to hear, I suppose. Why? What's going on?
Just
You'll see.
come with us.
All right, sure. And he follows you guys, presumably back to Mr. Tree.
Yes.
Okay.
No, into the pits of hell. Yes, to Mr. Tree.
Okay.
There's your cats. Along with all the other missing cats in town.
He just kind of looks up and he goes, "Oh, why are they on this tree?" And with that, the tree wakes back up.
Hello.
And what the hell did I name him?
I don't think you named him.
Oh
Treant? You didn't.
no, Osus is orc name.
Oh right.
Osus says, "Oh, well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it?" Well, what do we do?
That's why I got you. I give up.
Well, a fat lot of good you adventurers are.
Yeah, thanks.
And Mr. Tree is just kind of sitting there.
Well, we were hoping you could talk to him since some of them are your cats.
The tree said earlier that if the cats come back willingly with you, he'll let them go.
Well, I mean, my cats usually are happy to follow me. And he snaps his fingers. They don't move.
Okay, so like I know you don't like have a school in mind, but of like the magic stuff I picked up earlier, was that just like being alive magic?
Yeah.
Or was that like catnip magic?
It's being a live tree magic, and the disguise of a live tree looking like a normal tree.
Gotcha. I just
Okay,
wanted to make sure.
Gotcha.
There's no catnip magic.
What school of magic is it? Catnip. So he's sort of God damn it! I wasn't expecting y'all to just make me roleplay this whole thing.
Yeah, solve your own problem.
He looks back at you all and says, "I think I have a terrible idea. Can I talk with you in private for a moment?"
Sure.
Sure.
He kind of leads you a little ways away out of the forest, and he goes, "Do any of you all have any fish?
What?
Do any of you all have any fish?"
Not on me. I think I left them in the last village.
Okay. Well, if the tree will let the cats go if they leave willingly, I can only imagine if we have a bunch of fish, the cats will probably follow us.
Is fishery in town? There's no ocean or lake or anything near the town, is there?
There's not.
I thought there was a river near the town.
Yeah, oh, sorry, yeah, there is a river near the town, I'm tired. So there probably wouldn't be, like, a full-on fishery, but you could definitely get fish from the town.
Go buy some fish.
So, head to town, there's a fisherman. He's doing his stuff, and you buy a fish. Not gonna roleplay the whole thing, because who the hell cares?
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie. Like at first when we were talking about getting a fish, I thought the plan was gonna be to catch one, and I was just gonna shock and grasp the water to guess nuke a couple of them out of it.
That would actually work really well. I mean, you can fish for one yourself if you'd like, but there are almost certainly people fishing around town.
Well, yeah, we can, but I'd rather not get my glove wet, so
Fair.
you know,
My God.
it works out.
Okay.
Got it. So we have our fish now.
I mean,
have
I
your
guess
fish
I
now.
can take the glove off, but I
We
don't
head
want to do
back
that either.
towards the tree with the fish.
Okay.
I like my gloves.
As soon as you get close to the tree, all of the cats yeah, like me singing the kitty song, the cats start running towards you. And almost all of them run off of the tree towards you. You now have 35 cats following you.
Do we have all the ones that were part of
Life
the village?
Yes.
Goals.
Good. We start.
The
walking
tree
back
has
with-
5 cats left, and as the cats leave, you hear them start sobbing.
We hear the tree starts off.
Yes.
Guys, this is overkill. A lot of these were his.
Again, I didn't mean to grab the other ones, but we don't have much of
35 cats are now following you.
it.
They are like, some of them are kittens and they're attempting to climb up your clothes. Some of them are larger cats and they're just sitting down at the base of your feet meowing.
Okay, okay.
You are in a sea of fluff.
Okay, I'm gonna scoop up like one or two of the ones from the village, and I'm gonna try and and I'm gonna be like, can you guys just grab the ones that we're here for, and then maybe
Who was carrying
some
the
of
fish?
for the others?
Who was carrying the fish?
I'd say robot.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah, I was imagining robot.
Okay.
Okay.
Tyler, do you have a question?
I was saying, are the orcs cats on the orc?
No, like they would all be, literally every single cat would be focused on this fish.
Oh god.
There's one thing I've learned from my cats, it's that they don't care about anybody but food.
Well, there's 6 cats that we need. There's 4 of us, so we scoop those up and then we eat the fish.
The cats in our
Cool.
arms will try and jump towards the fish.
Yeah, we only have the one fish, right?
Sure, yeah. I imagine you probably only bought one.
We could cut up like part of it and just feed it to the cats that we want so they're satisfied and then yeet for the rest.
Yeah, that would work. I pull
Anybody
out
have a knife?
Have
I
the
gotta-
orc pick up his cats.
We pick up the rest, and then one just kind of hangs back here for like 2 minutes with the fish to make sure the other cats stay here.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
Alright.
that sounds
So,
good.
We cut up the fish into small pieces to feed the 6-7 cats that we have to bring back,
Okay.
and then I stay behind with the remainder of the fish and start walking back towards the tree.
Okay. So, yeah. You chop up a couple pieces and you feed them to the cats that are in your arms, and they very happily start chowing down. And you guys kind of start to walk away as this sea of cats starts to chase you. Before the robot just yeets this giant fish towards the tree, and you just hear meow, 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 as they all run towards the fish. Other than like 2 cats that are somehow more interested in the smell of the fish on the robot than the actual fish, who continue following Gar.
Well, I try my best.
That's why I suggested you hang back for 2 minutes.
I never
Yeah.
said I yeeted. I never said I yeeted the fish.
Yeah, to be fair, Grant said that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I was honestly gonna walk back towards the tree with the fish.
So, like, you're going back towards the tree with the
you're not a
fish.
cat, you're a dog.
Yes.
Okay. What? Oh no, you okay? I thought you said yes to what Cola said. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, same.
I was also confused.
Puppy!
So you're going back towards the tree and you're just placing the fish and then kind of running.
Oh no, I want to make sure all the cats actually go up to the tree after they eat the fish.
Okay, I'm gonna say still 2 of the cats are more interested in like
Eat the cats.
the scent of the fish on you, probably because since there are like 35 cats that are all crowded at this point, like 30, all crowded around this one fish, there's
Well,
gonna be some
technically
that
it's
can't get to it. I don't
Eat
know
the
math.
cats.
I'm not gonna eat a cat.
Why
Yeah.
not?
And these
Howard,
2, they're
random
they're sort of smaller kittens that are still kind of chasing after you as you walk away.
Just accept that you have pet cats now.
Fine.
We got 2 cats
I
now.
would pick up the 2 small cats and start walking back.
They start climbing around on your armor.
That's fine.
And they start like they just start kind of licking one of the plates that was probably in contact with the fish.
Okay, I start walking back. Do I catch up with the group?
Yeah.
Be your baby.
I actually have a good idea for these 2 cats.
Man, this was fun. Just let Grant solve his own problems.
No, but I say to the party, like, I actually have an idea for these 2 cats.
Can we keep them?
No.
What would you have in mind?
You remember that Cobalt and Goblin who both wanted more than 1 cat?
Oh,
We'll turn them
that's-
their cat, and they can both pick one of the. No,
Because
don't
2
give
cat
them
better than
option.
1 cat.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do not give them the option. They will fight. Just give them the option.
Yeah.
I realized my mistake after I said it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. That could work, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So we head back towards town with you guys carrying.
How tiny are these cats? These two cats.
The two kittens that Gar has are like less than a month old.
I want them. Can we keep them? I don't fuck the kobold and the goblin.
I
Oh,
want
well-
them, but also we're going on a road trip to stop the end of the world. I don't know that that's optimal cat taking
Well,
care of.
hey, maybe we could
situation.
find they'd be good company, and maybe we could find someone more deserving than those two assholes in a village somewhere.
I don't know if I want. My one thing is I don't know if the cats would survive going across the entire continent.
I will breastfeed them myself.
Oh no.
They
No,
die of
thank you.
starvation.
Please.
They die of starvation.
What do I roll to lactate?
God.
What was the roll to tie a noose? That one.
Roll sleight of hand to lactate.
Jesus Christ. Hold on.
Okay. Hey, you can't quote yourself, dickhead.
I didn't quote myself.
You said. Who said that?
That was Jackie.
That was me,
Okay.
you dumb bitch.
I'm confused. I'm talking about lactating.
You
Whatever, let's
started
keep-
it, you dumb bitch.
Let's give the cats to the fucking people.
Okay.
That they're not people.
It's racist.
We head back.
That's actually racist.
Okay, we head back towards the town.
Okay, you get back to town.
Okay, once we're back to town, we first head up to the tabaxi woman that's missing her white cat mittens.
Okay, yeah, she would still be just kind of wandering around town. And
We
she
found
is
mittens.
unbelievably excited to find Mittens, or to see Mittens. And Mittens jumps on her, and it is a beautiful family reunion.
Awesome.
And as Mittens jumps over, thank you so much. I don't know where you found Mittens, but well, let me see. And she kind of reaches down in her pocket. I told you I don't have much. Here's 30 gold. It's pretty much all I have, but I want to thank you in some way.
Keep
That-
it. Keep it.
Just keep it.
Are you sure? Thank you, kind
Yeah,
heroes.
it's fine.
Thank you so much. And she sort of smiles and says, I really do appreciate it. I will be sure that everybody knows how heroic you are.
And now let's go to the two assholes.
Yeah. Did the orc walk off the three cats?
Yeah. And he would have told you to stop by his house at some point for a thank you present. A
Okay.
reward. That's the word. A reward.
Who, the orc?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we go find the two assholes.
All right. They are in the bar. The same one Lasora is at, where she's probably drunk again.
Oh god damn it, Lasora.
Was she ever not drunk?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but like noticeably drunk. I mean, she's been
Um,
living off vodka for the past 2 weeks.
This poor girl is so dehydrated at this
She's
point.
got cotton mouth, but it's her whole goddamn body.
Oh my god. Okay, so like I call out the two assholes to come outside for a second.
Hey, two assholes! Come here for a second.
Everyone in the bar looks over.
Including Lasora.
Yeah, especially Lasora.
So the two assholes come outside, and they both like upon seeing their cats look up and they're just, you know, steal my cat. You know, steal my cat. Yay!
See, we told you.
We hand them both their cats back.
But wait. Did Robot steal my cat?
No.
Robot did not steal your cat.
Well, then who steal my cat?
Tree.
I.
Steal your cat.
You're. Nah. Tree no steal my cat.
Tree stole your cat.
Robot steal my cat.
Tree
they-
definitely stole your cat.
The cats ran off to the forest and we rescued them from a tree.
Tree steal my cat.
Yes.
Thank you. And he reaches out to grab the cat, but he is like worse at holding cats than my sister is, and just holds it like completely upside down by its hind legs.
God, how does your sister hold cats?
That exact same way.
No. She did not.
She has a couple times.
Oh my god, kill her.
Why?
Kill her.
Is she shaking down the cats for their fucking lunch money?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, the kobold just like grabs on to one of the hind legs of the cat, and it kind of like curls up a little bit.
What about the goblin?
Goblin is a little bit better at holding it, where he at least like kind of just grabs its tummy, and just kind of holds it, like kind of plops it on his shoulder and like holds it in place as the cat kind of scurries to try to run off.
As I see the kobold,
I whisper over to you two. Should we give the kitten to the orc instead?
I think so.
maybe.
Yeah.
You want help? Yes. I was about to say.
And the kobold kind of walks off, just holding on to this like cat's leg drumstick, and happily kind of skips off home.
Oh.
Okay.
And the goblin at least kind of like
runs off again.
kind of like gripping his cat in place as it kind of tries to scurry off. Just as thank you for stopping Tree from steal my cat. Yeah. Bye. And he also runs off.
Bye.
Got it. So we head to the orc's place now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me just 1 second. Where the hell did I put my item list? There it is. Okay. 1 second. Oh boy. All right. Of course that's what I rolled. So, you guys get to the fuck. You guys get to the orc's house. And he lets you in.
Boys, we're getting wild magic potions with that reaction. Half a dozen of them, at least.
And he opens up the door for you, and his cats are happily kind of playing around inside. Oh, friends, please come in.
Hi.
Wait, I see you have 2 more cats? Where the hell did you get those from?
They came with us from the tree and they won't leave us alone. We were actually wondering if you would like them.
I know someone who would.
Yeah, because we're gonna be more on the move, and I don't know if we can take care of them very well.
To be perfectly honest, I don't think I can. I can barely afford the food for just these 3.
Do you know someone who would like them?
Not
Can take care of them.
particularly. I suppose you could probably ask around in the tavern, but if you're just going to be traveling, cats typically enjoy travel.
You think so?
I mean, yes, there's
Grant
why...
wants us to keep the cats. We're keeping the cats. I'm not arguing.
Yeah.
Myself. We're keeping the cats.
no.
That is why most of the nomadic tribes around here have cats. They like to hunt and get small animals for food and just travel around.
Like Minecraft, where we go to sleep and when we wake up, they could bring something to us.
Oh my
They
god.
they are my.
You wake up and your cat has brought you a great sword of luck.
Yes.
They,
Or I
they're
wake up
not-
and there's a fucking cursed bracelet on me that my cat.
So we now have 2 cats. Okay, sweet.
One of them is a like all white puffball, and the other one is sort of like orange, and like the front of it is orange, and the back of it is like a dark brown tabby.
I need the white one. I need the white one.
No, the cats are sticking to me. I'm keeping the white one.
I mean, the
No,
cats are
I
sticking to
want the
you
white
because
one.
you smell like fish.
Yeah,
Doesn't
dumbass.
matter. Doesn't matter.
Does Weirs have prestidigitation?
That's a good
That's a good question. The answer is no, but I think
Fuck.
I will next level.
Damn.
I was gonna say clean him. Make him stop smelling like fish.
Alas.
And he
Okay,
says,
but,
"Well, I
Well,
did."
I can try and just clean them with like my scarf.
Then your scarf is going like
Yeah, Fucking Weirs is
And
like,
then I have
you're
the
not
cat.
allowed to smell like fish. I'm gonna clean the fish off you so the cats like me better. And the orc says, hold on. Shit. That's not the right tool.
I need this. I need the white cat though. Good cat.
He's
Oh, I
dead.
messed up. Alright. So the orc says, well, I did promise you some sort of reward for retrieving my cats. I could offer you money if you would prefer it. I frankly don't have much though. Like I said, I can barely afford food for the kittens. My family was an apothecary before I moved here. We do have a few potions down in the basement if you would like one.
Oh my god, it actually was.
I'm very upset with this roll.
Did you actually roll wild search potions?
It says, I have a very interesting potion that does a variety of things. I think you would enjoy it.
Oh my god.
Brett, you fucking idiot, you didn't have
How
to
many does
actually
he
give
give
it
us?
to us.
He just gives you one. And it is a vial of a green and purple
Chuck,
potion,
Chuck,
swirly
Chuck,
potion.
Chuck. Lionel, Chuck.
I'm not chugging right now.
Do be careful with it. The results can be very sporadic, so to speak. It's a very rare formula, so it's I don't really know what can happen. I've seen things from people getting hundreds of thousands of gold to people turning into a moose. Just be careful with it.
Thank you.
But in a pinch, it might be very helpful.
Alright, look, I can already wild search. Dar is a robot, so you have to be the one to chug it.
Correct.
This is correct. Yeah. I mean, technically Lasora or Squid can also use it, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be Cola.
Yeah.
I have a list of over 100 different homebrew magical items,
You didn't have to give
and
us
I
that
hit.
one.
I know, but I hit randomize, and the first one was the wild search potion. I'm like, you know what?
Randomized, you
I
dumb
know,
bitch.
but I had to.
It's destiny.
But I
No,
had
I'm
to.
accepting it. I'm accepting it. Grant's just the dumb bitch.
And I need to clean some of them out. Like one of them is Remnant's Heart, which clearly I'm not going to give you.
Yeah, because that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah, you gain a Remnant's Heart with the capability of just of leveling the entire country again.
Fuck yeah! Nuke the world.
Greybill
Nuke the world.
Greybill can't take control of the country if there is no country.
Thank you for helping find my cats. Here's a nuke. Welcome to Soviet Russia.
Oh god.
All right. So with that, he thanks you for your help and sends you back outside.
Okay. Now
I think we have cats now.
We do. We have 2 cats now.
I want the white one. Give it to me.
I'm like holding both cats now.
You've been here for 2 sessions. You ain't done shit.
I have 2 cats now.
What do I have? What do I have that I can lure a
Chug,
cat
chug a wild search. Cats might be attracted to a moose.
Turns into a bird. The cats try and kill them.
with? Are you still using the 1000
Of course he fucking
Of course
is.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
The hell, he's even still using that for me, just only sometimes if I fuck up and roll a 1
Yeah.
or a 2.
I can only I really want it to be this guy gives you a potion. Be careful, it's very volatile. It might explode and do a bunch of bad things. Be very careful with it. And he shuts his door, and the second his door locks closed, you pop the cork and chug it. So I will tell you guys, I may have to cut the session a little short
Because you
because
have nothing else planned and we made you solve your own problem.
well, no, because I had a bunch of other stuff planned, but it was for Sydney's character arc, and I learned basically a day ago that she wasn't going to be here, so it kind of screwed up my planning.
That's Gucci.
And I was busy all day yesterday.
That's how it be sometimes.
Yeah, but
Tyler, I will fight you for these cats.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Either in or out of character, I don't care.
¿Por qué no los dos?
In character, I actually have a chance there.
All right, rock paper scissors. Let's go.
Oh, damn. Go fighting.
All right, come
How the
on.
hell is this gonna work?
We type what we want in chat, and then when you say go, we hit enter.
Are we actually doing this?
Yes.
Are we playing rock paper scissors for a cat? All right. Well, gentlemen, type your entries.
Okay.
Or we could arm wrestle.
All right.
But no,
I'll do arm wrestle.
Let's do it. No, we've already committed. We just pets the cats. All right. Grant,
All right.
count it down.
3, 2, 1, enter.
Damn.
All right. All right.
The cat.
No, I mean rock paper scissors is always best out of 3.
Yeah.
It's always
No,
best out of 3.
It's only best out of 3 when the person you don't want to lose loses. That's how it always works. Every fucking thing ever. Let's play rock paper scissors for it. Hey, I won it. No. 2 out of 3.
1 second. You talking to me?
Yes.
What?
No more food from the freezer.
Okay.
No, it is supposed to be best of 3. So we'll go again.
It's always best of 3.
Piss right off.
All right. Go again.
All right. Fine.
All right. And 3, 2, 1, go. Well.
That doesn't count now.
Well.
Cat.
Lionel gets the cat. Lionel gets a cat.
I get the white
The
cat.
white one.
I mean, like, it doesn't have to only belong to you. It's the, get 2
No,
cats for the whole party, but
I will
still.
name him Snowflake, and he is my kitty.
Can't wait for you to train Snowflake to lick.
God damn it.
Does Tyler know the story?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, Grant told me the story.
So
Great,
give him the reaction.
That's how the Super Rhino came to be.
Yeah.
The Tarrasque Rhino.
God damn it.
Yeah, I still love that I turned into an actual dragon and I wasn't the most OP thing there. Because that was just that was actually genius. It really was.
That really was good.
You thought, Grant just thought, he's just doing some dumb shit.
I really did. Like when I tell the story, like when I told Tyler the story, it was very obvious what was going to happen. But like in person, when it was over the course of like 4 months.
Yeah. It was great.
GG. Jesus.
What exploded in your house?
Was it your sister? Please tell me it was your sister.
Oh my god, is the sound still going on, Grant? Holy shit.
Oh god. Did Grant die?
No, just look at the look on his face in roll 20.
That was a blender.
Sound is, it's still going on. Oh my god.
Was your sister in it?
I hope.
Christ.
Anyway, so right around this time, Cardi shows back up.
Squid boy.
It's good boy.
Squonk.
Amazing.
Cardi, good news. We got cats.
I'm not gonna voice him. Like, what the hell?
All you have
voice
to
is
do
he?
is mumble in a deep voice, and boom, that's Cardi.
Oh, all right.
Perfect. Perfect. That's perfect.
I suppose we should set out now. We should probably leave. I don't want to be chased. Where are we going? I don't fucking know how to play Alex's character.
I mean, aside from wherever Lasara is.
Probably at the bar, still drunk.
I imagine you guys probably went back to the bar after you got your wild surge potion.
Is he still there, drunk?
Yeah, Lasora is probably, yeah, she's not like completely drunk, but she's not sober.
I'm gonna add Snowflake to my
So
inventory.
she's normal.
Forget about him.
Las- Of course.
Where's your straw cleaner? Where's your straw cleaner?
Okay. So yeah, Lasora, she's definitely tipsy, and tipsy for Lasora is like nearly blackout for a normal person. So she's having some fun. And oh, sorry, there's a bunch of stuff going on. And yeah, Cardi shows back up and he's just ready to get the hell out because he doesn't want to be chased anymore.
Then let's fucking go, boys.
Oh man, it's National Hydration Day.
Oh,
Oh
Hydrate,
shit,
everybody.
better hydrate.
Good thing I'm dehydrated.
I don't have any water in here.
I have a mug with a kitty on it, so it's appropriate for the situation
That
at
is
hand.
fantastic.
Who gets the other kitty? Who gets custody?
I was just gonna assume that either it was just gonna be Party Cat or the robot keeps it.
I was gonna go with Party Cat.
I imagine both are going to be Party Cat. It's just Lionel is
Well,
going to
yeah.
be very
One-
obsessive over one of them.
One stays with me, and I named him. What is other cat's name? Who names him?
Not me. I'm terrible at names.
Jackie, would you like to name him?
I would like to, but in character, Weirs is absolutely terrible at naming things.
Let's name him Cat.
We're not naming a cat.
That's probably what it's. It's probably
Okay,
what
so we'll let
it
Alex or
came up
Sid, we'll
with.
let Alex or Sydney's character's name
Yeah, that'd probably be better.
session.
Grant, why are you looking at pictures of cats?
Do you have my
Yeah,
stream
because-
open?
Yep.
Don't have my stream open while I'm DMing. That you see my
Yeah, what
notes.
the fuck? Despite him having 3 monitors, he still enjoys putting his notes on.
No, I
his
mean
main
I
screen.
keep my notes on my left screen, but like still, if I'm looking something up, like trying to find a picture of something, then y'all should be able to see it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find a good picture of the cat.
Yeah.
And also, the more important question is, why aren't you looking at pictures of cats?
That's a fair question as
I'm
well.
looking at a real cat.
Because I have a cat in my lap.
I need to get a cat to put in my lap.
I'm so fucking envious of you assholes.
There we go. I am not sure why this is urgent, but here is Orange Kitty.
This is extremely urgent.
I
Exactly.
agree.
He's baby.
Sure. And here's Snowflake.
He's
I love him.
He's a baby.
I'll say Snowflake's a guy and Orange Kitty is a lady.
I love them.
They're good cats. Okay.
Baby.
Kitty.
So, you guys ready to head out?
Hell yeah.
All right. So you guys head to your horses, which are probably just tied up somewhere outside of town. And
Oh yeah, we're still hadn't named his horse for the same reason of he's terrible at naming things.
Oh yeah, does Robot have his own horse?
And at the very least,
Shit, that's a good
Weirs
question.
knows that he's bad at naming things.
that's a really good question.
Wow.
Would Robot have his own horse?
I hope so, because I don't know if I can keep up with them otherwise.
I mean, like they're moving at
I
a
guess
walking
Jog will be
pace.
fine.
They're moving at a walking pace anyway. The horses are just to prevent exhaustion. So, probably say you wouldn't have a horse because if you had a horse, you would just break its spine.
That's probably fair.
So, like, I mean, like they're moving slow enough where you could keep up at just a normal pace. And since you're a robot, you don't really get tired. I don't think.
Let's just put some wheels on him and
Just get a wagon for the
Time
robot.
goes.
Run the
Yeah.
fucking the rollerboards.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys, do you have? No, you don't have a carriage. You just have saddlebags that you put all your stuff in.
Yeah.
You could certainly buy a wagon or something if you wanted to, but
might not be a bad idea for future purposes.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, and to haul around stuff.
including the robot.
Yeah, especially the robot. Mostly the robot.
All right, but for the time being, you do have saddlebags. How many rations do y'all have?
I have 16.
Okay.
Hmm.
I had the starting amount, so I had 10.
Okay.
I'm Gucci. We're all Gucci.
So y'all want to head out?
Yep.
Where to?
We have the path. Where's the path going next?
Down. So
I-
just from here to here
I
somehow.
post. You need to think. It is this.
Whatever
thing.
the most efficient route from here to here is.
Yeah, it's probably around the mountain range and then stop in this. Yeah, that. My thing isn't working for some reason. I'm gonna reload roll 20s. The map's not working for me.
Yeah. Go around the mountains to the city.
All right. Give me just
Yeah,
one
okay,
second.
now it's working.
All right. So you guys head out of town and traveling on horseback. Your bags loaded up with all kinds of things, including a goddamn wild surge potion. And the robot following behind at a normal pace. You guys sort of follow the river south.
Thank you, Cola.
And let's see.
What is happening?
A fucking party!
I'm so confused. All right. So as you all are interesting, as you all are kind of traveling down the road, a few hours pass as if basic, travel song plays from seemingly nowhere. And after not too long, you catch a you catch a young kobold. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's impressively well done. Props.
Thank you. Enos! Cola, did you just say Enos?
Yes.
Thank you so fucking
I'm
much.
going to kill you all.
That's fair. We deserve it.
We probably do at this point.
So yeah, as you kind of make your way down, you find sort of a little outcrop from the river that instead of going down, it basically kind of stretches across the pathway a little bit.
Holy shit.
Fuck off.
Wait, leave that there? Leave that there.
Oh, not again. I hate every single one of you.
Oh no, Cola!
E.
Put it back, you bastard.
It's here.
No, it's
No, I
not.
don't see it. It is gone.
Oh, here, I'll remake it.
Excellent, thank you. While you do that, I will add those.
Sorry, I'm extremely popular. There we go. E.
Alright. Hell yeah.
A dragon appears and kills you all.
Good.
The end. Okay. Next session. What are we What are we doing now, Grant? New world.
Roll new characters.
Hell yeah.
So
Dips on being the
Can I
warlock.
be
I
the
got one I want to play.
kobold?
I
Just,
really want to
like,
be a
take
kobold.
Control of that kobold.
Oh right, that's right. That's right, after TBK we're all gonna be kobolds. So
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
roll a kobold right now.
All right.
Oh God.
Speaking of which, so as you guys are traveling down, there's sort of a little cove in the water that sort of juts out of the river a little bit, and there are very large willow trees kind of hanging over the top of it. And there is a young kobold who is just kind of picking up rocks from the shore and throwing it and kind of skipping them into the river. And as you all pass, he just turns back. Hello, hi friends.
Hello.
Hey there.
Would you like to play catch with the river?
I feel like I'm worse at talking to kobolds than I am at talking to fucking women. Just because, like, what do I fucking say to that?
Well,
I think that's why Grant does it.
I know, that's why I love it. And Uima is like the perfect place because it's like half kobolds and goblins.
Incredible.
We need to get out of this country quick.
And he says, "Well, you need a break from the road. Come, play catch with the water.
I'm
How long have we been
absolutely-
traveling for?
Probably about 5 or 6 hours.
Oh God.
So it's like midday.
Yeah.
Let's say we stop here to eat and also skip rocks.
Okay. Roll Dex to skip a rock.
You know what? I'm going to.
Sure.
which is an objective mistake.
Okay.
Someone's going to be hit in the face.
Well, all right.
And
So
everything else.
you all toss rocks in, and Lionel gets a good couple of skips, and Gar gets like 1 or 2 skips, and fucking Weirs just grabs like the biggest rock he can and throws it into the water. But with Lionel's, after it skips a few times and it splashes down in the water, you see a couple bubbles kind of rising from where it landed, and suddenly you hear bloop, and the rock flies back at you. Not like as a missile, but it just skips back at you and lands at your feet.
I'm gonna throw another one.
Interesting.
So this time, Weirs, you grab a decent rock and you skip it out, and it skips 3 times and it lands. I can't keep up with all of your rolls, so I'll just narrate
I'm
whichever one's.
extremely consistent with my rock.
You really are. But yeah, it skips out and it splashes down in the water, and once again you see a couple bubbles kind of rise up
Versus
from
just,
it.
like, actually jumping up and down because he did it.
And with those bubbles, the rock just shoots back out of the water, skips 3 times back at you, and lands at your feet.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna like.
And for it
like
doesn't
that
do it for
damage
every
rock,
single rock that you throw, because like if all 3 of you are throwing rocks at the same time, it's not going to happen for everything. But occasionally, like maybe once every 30 seconds, when you throw a rock out, bubbles come up, rock gets skipped back.
Amazing.
That's so cool.
I'm also
Are
going to
either of you concerned about this?
about what?
The rocks being thrown back?
No.
Well, this guy seems to think it's fun.
So wait. So
The
wait.
rivers don't do this near my. where my old
I
house
told
is.
you, I play catch with the river. I throw a rock at river, river throw a rock back.
You're a giant robot, and you think this is odd.
This didn't happen at my house in the old town.
Robots didn't happen in my whole town, but here you are. And I'm gonna skin. And as I say
And a lot
that,
of
I
things
throw
don't
yet
happen where
another
I'm
rock.
from, but I've seen a lot of stuff since leaving home, so.
Ah, shit.
So with this one, you go to skip it, but you screw up the spin, and it goes in vertically rather than horizontally, and it just splashes right down. And the bubbles come back up, and it goes sailing right back at you in this exact same fashion. It doesn't skip; it just goes in almost the same arc that you threw it, and lands right back at your feet.
Yeet.
14.
Yeah,
I
you
think
throw
you're
it.
actually developing a kneck for this. I'm proud of my boy.
I'll
You,
go again.
you get a couple skips. It
Aw.
skips back. Gar, you just like, I got this. I'm gonna skip the biggest rock here. Sploosh. You grab some giant boulder and just chuck it into the water. And actually, Gar, you grab a big ass rock and you hurl it into the water, trying to skip it unsuccessfully. And a bunch of bubbles come up around that rock, and it gets launched right back at you, and it lands right at your feet.
I throw the giant rock again. Damn.
It once again gets launched back at you and lands at your feet.
I want to skip the giant rock.
Ah, I messed that one up.
What do I have? I'm gonna regret this.
Is just getting confident. He thought he was getting good at this, and then he fucked it up.
We're just like, I'll skip this square rock, and then it just nothing. And that one was like a little further away, so nothing seemed to happen.
Do I manage to skip the giant rock with a 13?
Sure. Yeah, you do get one skip with it. And it kind of just barely bounces off the surface of water. Why is my hand like one color? Look at that.
Yeah, that's
What the
wild.
fuck?
That's weird. Like I have my contrast turned way down so the light behind me doesn't screw up, which is why my colors look off. But that is strange. But yeah, you get one skip off the water. Bunch of bubbles come up, and the rock shoots back, skips once, lands at your feet.
Does this work for anything or just rocks?
Well, me don't know.
I'm gonna find a stick and throw it in.
Like, are you just tossing it, or are you like javelining the stick?
Javelin.
Okay.
It.
You throw the stick in. Bubbles come up, shoots right back at you.
Amazing. Magic Lake.
Cobalt says, water is friendly. Good for catch.
Is there any way we can like turn this into a weapon?
No.
Oh my god.
Like if we drop a rock from like the stratosphere and then get launched back up.
If,
Oh
if you have the
no.
power to drop a rock from the stratosphere, you could probably just drop it on someone from there.
This is not false.
My thing is, it would be an infinite momentum because it would shoot back upwards, straight the exact same way, which then would make it fall back down. We've created a loop.
This is how we create infinite energy.
Put the Kenosphere out of business.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, wait. Okay, so real quick, I want to test. I'm gonna throw a rock like at a point not really far in the water. I'm just gonna toss a rock into like knee deep water.
Okay. So like you can kind of see with this cove, there's a very much drop off where it's like knee deep for about 5 feet, and then it just gets really friggin' deep where you certainly can't see the bottom anymore. Throwing it in the knee deep, nothing happens.
Shit.
You may actually, you would see sort of like almost a wave, like the water kind of moving around as you throw it in, and the wave sort of stops as it gets to the shallower part. Not as much of a wave, more like water currents shifting around.
We need to turn this into infinite energy.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
Grant, real quick, I'm
Yes?
gonna try throwing a small rock stupidly high up in the air. It's coming down almost vertical when it hits the water.
Oh
Roll
my
me a
God.
dex check.
Ha! Yes.
Nice. You throw that thing up really high, and it splashes down in the water with a pretty nice splash. And you wait a second, and it sort of bubbles up a little bit, and it shoots back up. It doesn't shoot up nearly as high, and it's not as perfectly accurate. And it's a little more angled towards the shore. And it's not like as high as you threw it. It's still pretty high, but it kind of comes back down and then once again lands with pretty good accuracy right around your feet.
Oh, no renewable energy.
I'm just gonna skip more fucking rocks because I'm having fun just figuring out how to do that. Nope.
I really want Weirs to be like Thoth was in the last campaign, who's just like weirdly good at one thing that he shouldn't be good at.
I'm
Like
gonna
his
find
dancing?
The one thing. I'm gonna find the one thing. I don't think it's rock skipping. I'm okay with that, which, you know what, is better than I should be with a -1, to be fair.
You guys suck.
Oof.
Jesus.
Lionel, roll a dex save.
Oh my god.
No, it's fine. It's a projectile.
Oh, that's true.
Alright.
Do you want to try to catch it?
Fuck. Hang on. How does it work
I
again?
have no idea.
Uno momento.
I'm gonna say throwing a rock.
Whatever the fuck it is. Yeah.
Okay, by 1d10 plus Dex mod plus monk level. Let's fucking
I'm
go.
gonna say the rock
I feel
is
like because it's
what?
just a rock.
It's
it
like
did,
1 damage,
one
yeah.
damage. Yeah.
Well, then absolutely. I'm gonna catch it and then throw it back in the river.
Okay. Yeah, weird.
Okay, for a second I thought you were gonna throw it back at Weird, so I was gonna be like,
Fuck.
oh shit.
Alright, so it's just you roll 1d10 plus your dex mod plus your monk level, and that's how much it reduces, and then if it reduces to 0, you catch it.
Yes.
Gotcha. But then you have to spend a key point to throw it back. Right?
I'm fucking skipping rocks,
Okay,
man.
I know. Like, I'm not going to charge you a key point for that, because I'm just making sure I understand how the deflect works.
Yes.
So-
it's written right there.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
But then if you catch it and you don't
Otherwise
want to
it's
spend a
just-
key point, I assume you can use your action to throw it at somebody.
Sure.
Okay.
Doesn't say that, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense.
Let's go for it.
So yeah, Weirs goes to skip a rock and misses entirely and sends it sailing right at Lionel's face. And Lionel is just like Mr. Miyagi, grabs it with 2 fingers and throws it back into the water. And it doesn't skip because he sucks.
Sorry, but also that was really cool.
Man, remember the mirror? That was awesome. That was just the best thing ever.
That was amazing.
Okay. And yeah, once again, rock hits the water, bubbles up. God, y'all suck. Bubbles up, shoots back out.
I had one really good
Oh
one.
god damn
Oh my god!
Lionel, roll a deck save.
No, I'm just gonna catch it again.
it!
Hey.
You throw the rock and it, like, it bubbles up and it gets thrown back at you. And then as soon as that rock gets thrown back at you, you just hear another rock leave Weir's hand and you immediately turn and just grab that one in midair too. 3 inches before it hits you in the face. And then proceed to perfectly skip that one.
Weir's just kind of like plops down onto the ground.
I think
He's
we
like,
just
And
I think
rocks for about 15-20 minutes.
and with
I
this
think
one,
I should stop
What
throwing
the-
those now.
holy shit, 6. What the hell? Yeah, Tyler, you
Weir's
are
just,
so
like, low-key
cursed with
sulking on the
dice.
ground.
No.
So with this one, Lionel, with your 21, it skips like 5 times and splashes down really deep in the water. And rather than the bubbles, you do still see some bubbles, but you see almost what looks like a flipper, kind of flip over the surface of the water very briefly before the rock gets launched back at you again with the same skip.
This is peak D&D right here.
Oh yeah,
Rock skipping.
yeah.
I also pet Snowflake. He's good kitty.
It is a good kitty.
I have to make sure I'm not cursed. And
Once again, it still has a 6 in it.
I know.
Bruce is still just sulking on the ground because I think he's given up on the whole roast giving thing after almost beating Lionel in the head twice in a row. He feels bad.
Was the second time really even an accident, or like were you just trying to nail him this time?
No. No, he's actually actively trying his best. He just sucks.
Same. So, as you guys kind of stop for just a second, the kind of closer to the shallower part of the water, there's a splash. And it's almost like somebody, like a kid, just trying to... Why the hell is my hand one color? That's so weird.
Whoever commissioned you couldn't afford the shading.
Yeah, it's like, somebody just doing a quick wave of water towards the party. It's not anything powerful, it's just like, a quick splash. Maybe gets you a little wet.
Nice.
Hot.
Sexy.
Okay, back on the journey.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
You're skipping another
Stop.
rock. You just throw it in. And it gets thrown right back at you.
Alright, I no longer care. I'm petting my cat.
Okay.
Alright. After everyone else has already left and they're safely away from me, I do one more and then I leave.
You get one skip, and it gets thrown back at you.
Yes!
And as you leave, you see sort of a green flipper stick out of the water and kind of wave at you.
Aw,
I wave back.
I wave back.
And then it goes back underwater, never to be seen again.
I'm not questioning anything.
No.
No.
I saw a fucking tree steal cats. Nothing is surprising.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're definitely in questioning anything.
Alright, so you guys heading back out?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah. Bruce is a dumb bitch. For all he knows, this is normal.
1 second.
I love him, but he's a dumb bitch.
Alright. So, you guys head back out. And you follow the water some more. And
What
the kobold also kind of waves you farewell. And you guys follow the water some more. And you spend the night.
Was that a fucking random event that said the lake throws shit back, or
Yes.
did you come up with that?
That was a random event. I'm actually kind of
That's
glad
fair
that you guys didn't investigate more, because I was absolutely going to make whatever that was ask for Tree Fitty.
I was prepared for it too.
But you
Surprised
guys...
you didn't do that anyway.
So, you guys continue your way down. And you spend the night. Or do you all want to have somebody keeping watch over the night, or are you
Robot
good?
can keep watch because he doesn't need sleep.
That's fair.
No, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then I can still help for like 2 hours, and then I gotta pass out like a bitch.
Okay.
I will not be much help because I have -2 perception, but I'm going to help anyway, and you can't stop me.
All right. So you spend the night. Nothing super eventful happens. Next morning, it is extremely foggy.
So -1 ration.
Yes.
Been 1 day. Okay.
Yes. -1 rations for everybody.
Woo!
I don't know if you can edit the other 2 people's character sheets, but if you can,
Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh god damn it! She doesn't have the rations counter.
I don't either.
So Sydney only has 2 days worth of rations.
Oh no.
well, no, now she only has 1 day worth of rations.
No, she had 3. Now she has 2.
Yeah, I feel like they probably would have picked up more.
Okay.
Like in town if they had had the chance. Just ask them about it later.
Yeah, I'll say she has 10 rations, and I'll take away like 10 gold. Reconnecting. What the fuck? Why are you broken?
Because sometimes it'd be like that.
All right then. Well, I guess I'll go die. Anyway, so you guys continue on your way. It's a pretty normal day. You spend the night. Robot keeps watch. Next day, normal day. And at this point, you are probably right around here. I'll go ahead and move your token. It isn't like you're making pretty decent time, especially now that you have somebody
100
to.
miles.
Yeah, especially now that you have somebody to keep watch overnight, and that you have some kitties to make the journey more enjoyable. Did y'all think of a name for the orange cat?
Nope.
Weren't we gonna let Alex and Sydney name him?
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Okay. So I imagine.
Cole already named one. Tyler's had it naming. I could probably name him, but Weirs couldn't.
True. I like the name Cat. It's very fitting for the party. But yeah, so for the most part, the cats would probably be either on the robot or on just like the horseback, like, you know, chilling on the saddlebag or something like that. Or if anything else, they'd probably be just kind of like walking alongside because y'all aren't moving very fast. So they might, even if you'll let them kind of wander off into the woods for a bit and like try to hunt down a rabbit or something and bring it back. But they're pretty small right now, so they wouldn't go very far.
They're just baby.
Okay. So that's the end of the night, or that's the end of the day. So are we still just gonna say robots keeping watch?
Yeah.
All right. Gar, roll me
For
perception.
2 hours until I pass out.
Oh god, perception.
Can I help?
Real quick, another ration.
I
Yeah.
help?
So that would be 2 more rations. And
rations.
oh yeah, sorry, 1 more. This would be really late at night, like 3 or so in the morning.
Alas.
Okay, perception.
Roll me perception.
Ah! Whoa!
You
farted in a tree southwest.
You hear some rustling in the some bushes near the party's encampment, and you kind of hear some whispering.
I like gently go wake up the other two, like, hey, there's something over here.
You wake us up.
Yeah.
All right, I get up. I get up and grab my
I'm up.
staff.
I hear whispering over in this bush over here.
You guys hear?
We have tents, right?
Yes.
Like at least little overhang.
Yeah, like I imagine, especially after the first night on your journey, you've learned your lesson and just set up like a lean-to or something so you don't get drenched overnight. But yeah, you have tents.
I protect
Ish.
kitties.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So
Or
you.
I look at Weirs. I say, Weirs, protect kitties. And then I grab
got
my
it.
staff and get out.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
protect
grab
kitties.
my warhammer and start walking with him towards the bush.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit in front of the entrance of the tent where the kitties are, and I'm fucking ready.
Okay. So the bush no longer seems to be moving. It seems dead silent.
Who's there? Come out.
You hear nothing.
I wonder if it's something.
Any of y'all going to approach the bush?
I'm gonna pick up
Yeah,
a rock or I'm gonna pick up
no,
a rock or a stick or something from the ground and throw it at
I'll
the bush.
approach. I'll approach the bush.
Okay.
How far off is the bush from the tent where I'm plopped my ass down?
One second. Yeah, let me draw a bad battle map. Actually,
Oh no.
I'll just do this. This just works a lot better.
Incredible.
So, fucking, you guys have your campsite is like over here. They changed how drawing works, and I don't like it. I can't see what I'm drawing anymore.
Yeah, I see it. That was bullshit. I saw that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that too.
'Cause
I was trying to draw a dick on the map earlier, but then I was like, oh, it's not working, and then I let go, and there was just a
yeah,
line.
that's weird. So you
Let
guys,
me
you
draw
guys,
my dicks, roll 20.
campsite would be, I'll say it's over here, sure. Just so we have more space, and the bush would be like over here is where you hear the noises.
Got it. I'm right up against the bush. Can I get my token?
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say fucking Lasora and Cardi are fast asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gar only had time to wake up you two.
Mm-hmm. Well, then from here at least,
Wait, I'm changing my health back because we were rested.
Yeah.
from here at least I'm gonna detect magic, because why the fuck not?
You do not detect anything.
Okay, I'm up against the bush. Does anything happen now?
Well, actually, fucking Gar would light up because he's magic.
Shit.
Yeah, there are. Looking inside the bush, you see two guys kind of curled up, like basically like hands on their lips, basically fucking scared, telling each other to be quiet.
Like, are they? Okay, so they're hiding.
Yeah. And as you sort of peek in, they just look, and one of them goes, "Shit!" And they bolt forward.
Towards me?
1 second.
Towards me?
And they're gonna run this way and kind of like try to weave past you guys.
What are they? Are they gonna try to go like around me?
Yeah.
Can I roll to like?
I'm gonna
swing,
hold.
like-
I'm gonna hold my staff out sideways and just fucking clothesline them both.
Can I roll to like swing my warhammer into this guy's kneecaps?
Can
Oh
you
God. Yes.
I'm not gonna kill the guy, but like.
But you're
Right.
gonna fucking shatter his goddamn.
Kneecaps.
Non-lethal. Just send him to the hospital for forever.
Fucking psycho.
I'm a robot.
He is.
You're a psycho robot. I'm
Well-
so worried that there's an entire country of you fucks. Like, we're.
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy, as he runs out, you just swing your goddamn hammer and it just crunches into his leg.
Ooh.
And like you guys hear, there is a very audible snap. It sounds like you just fucking chopped a tree down. As your hammer just crunches this guy's kneecap, and he's gonna fall flat on his face. The other guy.
Fuck?
What?
The
what?
other guy, as he's running, he sees your staff and he perfectly limbos that staff and just keeps on running. And he kind of turns back and just shouts, "Fuck!"
So he went past me and he's still running.
Yeah, he just limboed your staff and he's still running.
I'm gonna split my staff and throw one of the tambos at him.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
I'm just like
You miss.
body
There-
blocking where
it's
the
the
cats
same
are.
roll to hit for throwing, right?
Yeah.
Leaning down. Yeah. So that isn't oof, as they say.
Yeah, so you miss. And your Tambo
It's
is
okay,
now.
I have another one. And that one
You
doesn't hit
miss.
either, probably.
So the first Tambo you miss completely and it lands over here. And the second Tambo kind of bounces up against him and then lands right here.
As he's running by, can I levitate him?
God damn it. yes, you can. Does he have to make a save for that?
Oh yeah, it's a con save if he's unwilling, which I assume he is, considering he's trying to run like a bitch.
Yeah. This guy is rolling like a fucking god.
What the
Incredible.
fuck?
He has rolled 2 rolls. The first one was a nat 20 and the other one was 19.
Yeah, that beats my save.
So yeah, he kind of like, you see him very slowly start to lift off the ground, and he just kind of like shakes it off and just keeps bolting.
Oh, what did
I'm
that guy
just gonna-
do? Why are we stopping him? What's going on?
I'm just letting him go now, and I'm gonna turn around to our fucking psychopath of a robot. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
These people were
Yeah.
spying on us. I don't know why.
These people were trying to run away.
They ran towards us.
You broke his knee.
I'm not gonna
Wrong with you?
I'm not gonna kill the guy.
No,
I
you're just gonna
Can
fucking cripple him.
I don't know if it would work, but I can try to mend his knee.
Please.
Out of character, I can tell you that's not gonna work.
Yes,
Out
but
of
we're
character,
just
I
kidding.
know that's
Okay.
not going to work. In
All
character,
right.
Luis is a dumb fucking bitch,
Okay.
and I'm going to mend his fucking knee.
Would that just have no effect, or would you like? I don't fucking know what that would do.
Well, presumably to do fuck all.
Yeah, it's probably gonna do fuck all. All right, so you're letting this guy run off, guys.
Yeah.
You're letting this dude run off. Okay, yeah, he
I
runs
don't
off.
care.
Okay.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't
Is
think
this
I could.
dude fucking conscious?
I mean, he's still conscious. He's just lying flat on his face because he's just had his knee broken.
I'm gonna go and attempt to wake up Lasora, who is hopefully not blackout drunk, and try and get her to fix the knee when I can't.
I'm gonna roll to see if she wakes up.
Oh my god.
She does not wake up.
Lasora!
She is blackout.
Lasora!
So how absolutely irreparably holy fucking shit fucked up is this man's leg?
Well, okay. So imagine if you were running forward, and then a 6.5 foot tall war machine hit you in the kneecap with a sledgehammer. About that much.
Ah,
Grant,
Yes.
Grant. Can I use Shocking Grasp to Joy Buzzer Lasora?
Roll damage. When you're gonna hit, roll damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to like hold back as much as possible, but like, oh yeah, see, perfect.
okay,
Perfect. She's gonna jump away. Probably, honestly probably like punch whatever's right in front of her. I don't know how Lasora would work.
Oh, that's fair. I earned that. Ow. Help. Please.
what's
Ow.
happening?
Not me. Other guy. Ow. Please don't hit me again.
I don't know how to do Lasora's voice.
Lasora's voice.
Pussy.
God fucking damn it! I hate role playing other people's characters. That's why I try to just make them cease to exist.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
Well, what in the hell was that for?
No.
Can
I told you I can't do her
I think
voice.
we need you to help that guy over there.
What guy over where?
Well, Sora, we have a man out here, and his leg is.
It's,
Come here.
Can I just sleep some more?
I'm
Fucking.
not sure this guy has a leg anymore,
Ah.
and I think we need you to fix that.
Oh god.
Ow. I might need to
Hold
fix my nose.
What the hell does? I don't know what the exact ruling on cure wounds is, because like I know it'll cure a wound, but I don't know if it will heal a broken ass leg.
Well, that's up to DM's discretion. I'm gonna cast mending on my fucking nose that she punched.
Alright. Where is it? Settings. It's just they regain a number of hit points. I think my... What the hell? 1 second. So lesser restoration is they just get defucked by a status condition.
Yeah.
Greater restoration is
They get defucked by all status conditions.
going to do a
think.
debilitating effect.
Would a broken knee count as debilitating effect?
I think what I'm gonna say is for like a heavily shattered bone, just a healing spell isn't gonna do it. You're gonna need either medical attention or a good restoration spell.
Tyler, out of character. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay. In my defense, I was
No.
playing. No, I actually do have a defense here. In my defense, I was playing a practically evil campaign last night where I was fighting demons. In my
Okay.
last night, I had 3 different demons run out of the woods into our camp while we were sleeping. Like just last night.
Oh my god.
Well, you
I'm
are
on
in a
edge.
different campaign where we
Yeah.
don't shatter people's fucking leg.
Hey, look at it this way. At least he's not Skybacks.
I could have just broke his head. Let's be honest.
Now he's Skyback.
Yeah. Don't worry, Tyler. We all hate you.
Saying it could have been worse is not a good defense.
Sir, do you have any defense for why you stabbed this man in the chest? Well, in my defense, I could have committed genocide on an entire race.
I did that already.
He did in his other campaign.
I'm aware.
I can't. Listen, yeah, I killed this man, but at least I didn't chop him up into little pieces, make chili, and feed it to his child.
Damn it, Cartman.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to this dude despite the fact that he's probably begging for death.
She is lying face down in the dirt.
Who are you and your friend, and why were you in the bush?
Yeah, after I finish mending my nose, I'm gonna join him.
Right. So Lasora would have come over and at least cast healing, so it would have like healed it a bit. His kneecap would still be broken, but he would at least be healed where he wouldn't be like bleeding out and he would regain hit points.
I'm pretty sure because backstory, she has like actual medical knowledge too, and not
Yeah.
just magic mumbo jumbo. So
Yeah.
she could probably get to work on that.
Yeah, she would definitely. She'd probably be like grabbing sticks and shit like that to make a splint. But while she does that, he just kind of looks up at you, still just lying flat on the ground. Ow!
Sorry.
And he just flops his head back down to the ground.
That is fair enough. I'm gonna go get my Tambos.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, you
you
need
grab your
those.
Tambos. And he looks back up at y'all and says, "Look, I get that I deserve that, but fucking ow."
You did not deserve that.
What were you doing over here anyway?
Well, we saw a campsite, and me and my brother were low on rations, so we were going to, borrow a few of yours.
Borrow. Do you
Oh,
intend to give them back?
well, you could have asked.
Most people we talk to aren't typically willing to give up their rations, so we were just going to, take the rations that you had and give you the same dilemma that we had. I do apologize. I suppose I deserve this, but fucking ow!
What do you
And
think
he
you're
kind of
putting
turns
off
back at the
to?
robot and he goes, "Do you just hit everybody that runs out of bushes?"
Yes, do you?
That would be good to know.
I mean, I do apologize. We shouldn't have been attempting to steal from you, of course. But
Yeah, we met this robot a few days ago, and it seems we still have a lot to learn about him.
I've been
He's a
trying to survive
fucking-
for a long time. I've learned to knock out first and then question later.
Maybe
You
don't.
can knock
break
people out
knees.
without shattering their bones.
we need to get you like a rubber mallet. That would actually be a really great item for you.
Fucking
That
whack-a-mole.
would.
Yeah, like whack somebody in the head, and it's enough force that you could definitely knock them out, but you're probably not going to crack their skull with it.
And it makes a squeaky sound.
Okay, I'll get one of those to the next town.
Jesus
Sorry,
Christ.
You guys never specified of not to break somebody's bones.
Yeah, in all fairness, the rulings thus far has been be non-lethal, not be don't.
I figured
Destroy
be
somebody's
non-psycho
bones.
was a given.
I don't actually see this one as psycho.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, there's somebody spying on y'all.
Crippled for like months.
I can at least understand it. Somebody was spying on y'all. He ran out. You didn't know what was happening, so just on instinct, he swang.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as like, hey, let me sew you up with a fucking spiky stick inside of you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Again, I went for like knock out instead of kill. Again, I've decided to play that much at least where I'm not gonna kill stuff.
Good boy.
Attempt not to kill stuff.
Alex, what the fuck happened? Enos. My god. My god.
God damn it.
So, yeah, this guy's just fucking lying on the ground.
Where do you think your friend went? Is he hiding somewhere? Or do you think he's still running?
My brother, probably still running. I imagine, you know, just being caught spying on somebody's camp is bad enough, and that's why we ran. Seeing me get my knee crunched probably scared him off a little more.
God fucking damn it, Tyler.
Again, I will say this in
I
my
don't
defense.
care.
I did not know what you guys meant about non-lethal. I thought non-lethal just meant don't kill.
He's not wrong.
Like,
Anyway.
you guys never explained non-lethal with don't like break bones either. You just said don't kill.
It's fine. At least he didn't hit him in the head.
Yeah, he probably would have like instantly died.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Tell you what, I have to go to the bathroom. I will BRB.
Okay.
Let me just.
God damn it.
He kind of rolls over, so he's lying on his back. And at this point, Lasora comes back and starts doctoring him up with a, whatchamacallit, fucking thing, splint.
What? Yeah, Flint. So he's got one.
Yeah, he,
He's walking.
yeah. He says, thank you, I suppose. It's not every day you get crippled and then healed by the same group of people.
Fuck.
Well, you said I could just ask. I know we've...
I give him some rations. I give him 4 rations.
I know we've attempted to
And some
steal
water.
from you, but I do appreciate it. I thank you. I could probably use to find my brother. I'm sure he'll be back.
God damn it.
And he just sort of... I'm just gonna rest for a bit. You folks have a good night.
Come sleep in our lean-to if you want. We can do that at least.
It doesn't make much difference. I can't imagine it's going to rain tonight.
Oh, trust me. Better safe than sorry.
Alright, so you guys help him into your lean-to. And he can sort of limp a bit. His leg is rock straight, but he can at least move. And he spends the night in the lean-to. So, next morning, he is awake. His leg feels a little bit better.
How?
What?
How?
How what? How does his leg feel
How
better?
does his leg possibly feel better?
Because it's been in a splint and he has had time to rest. I mean, it doesn't feel like perfect, but it still feels not as bad as being hit with a warhammer.
What feels not as bad as being hit with a warhammer?
Anything?
Most things.
Fair. What specifically are we talking about?
I just said he woke up and his leg feels a little better.
Ah.
Anyway, so yeah. And he kind of just shuffles his way into sitting up, and right about this time, he just sort of starts calling out. Fucking damn it, names. Carl. That's such a bad name.
Oh,
Carl, I'm sure you're hiding around here. They're not going to kill you.
Carl.
Carl! And fucking Carl comes out of the woods because he was inevitably hiding somewhere. He says, What the hell happened to you?
We have a psychopath robot, apparently.
I
I'm
can
not a
tell.
psychopath.
That has yet to be seen.
Can I have my brother back?
Of course, yeah.
I suppose I'll escort him to town. Can we borrow some rations?
I already gave your brother some for you guys.
I suppose I appreciate it. And he kind of just looks at the each of you like, right then. Have a good one. And he he just kind of pulls his brother's arm over his shoulder and escorts him to town.
Sorry about your knee.
He just doesn't respond. And
Have
off they
safe
go.
walk.
Just so you know,
Okay, bye.
if your face wasn't made of solid metal, I would punch it.
You can try.
So I said if it wasn't made of solid metal.
That's why I told him he can do it.
I'm not going to. I've said that.
Okay, so before we get any farther than this, what is not considered acceptable practices for those?
Don't fucking shatter people's legs.
Don't cripple people.
He won't be crippled. He'll recover in a few months.
In a few
He
months.
wanted food, and now he's gonna be crippled for several months.
So I'm actually curious about this, because, like, using a fireball spell or something like that, is that something that y'all would do against people? Like, fucking light them on fire and burn away their flesh?
Burns are slightly less.
I would argue burns are worse than bones.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like,
it heals quicker.
it heals quicker, and it won't, like, cripple you, possibly, but it'll also fuck you up for life, and it hurts a lot more. So, I mean, like, that's totally up to you
feel
guys.
like
I'm
we
just
don't
curious.
Have to outline like specific,
Yeah.
I know.
specific parameters for what is Gucci and what is not. Just don't shatter people's kneecaps. I would think would be a little obvious, unless they're like already antagonizing us.
It's D&D. You literally have infinite time to think about what you can do and what the consequences will be.
Oh no, I'm saying this in character.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying it in character.
Yeah, I mean, like, logically in character, he's been chased by people already, so he saw somebody, they ran out at him, and he just swung.
Yeah, like again, the Greyfeld's been after me for a long time. I kind of have learned to just hit first, ask questions later for those guys.
You all suck.
Can you blame me against the Greyveil for that?
Yes. Do you honestly think a Greyveil's gonna curl up in the fetal position in a bush and then start running away when we find them?
They ran towards me.
Oops.
Oops.
Alright. God damn it, Jackie!
What?
Found another dick.
Oh.
Where?
Oh, good, you did find it.
Underneath the fucking map somehow, because Roll20 is bad and you can only see it when you're
Fine,
scrolled in a
child.
certain way.
Close my door.
Yeah, I can see underneath the map from like certain angles, so I just threw a deck down there.
Thank you. I cannot select it, so that's just kind of there forever now. Wait! Aha!
Alas.
Okay.
Okay, so
Are you guys continuing on your way?
Not pull anyone more besides this. What about bad people?
No long-term injuries unless they, especially if they don't fucking attack first.
Okay,
Mhm.
what about bad people?
Like Greyveils, fuck them up. I don't care.
If they're already trying to kill us, then I mean, sure, but not if they're just running around. But I don't think that's good.
Okay,
You saw him for 1 second and then we had fucking war flashbacks.
Jesus fucking Christ.
God.
Alright. So, you guys continue on your way.
I guess.
The Warhammer slightly more dented than before.
Good.
Mhm.
Wait, the hammer got dented from that? I'm kind of concerned.
No, probably not. Alright. Let's see here. The hell was it? Alrighty, and oh wait, shit! I put you back on the map. Onwards.
Onwards.
So, I'll say about 4 or 5 days pass without much eventful stuff happening.
So 5 more rations.
Yes.
Eat.
Who gave them rations?
Me.
Okay.
I already subtracted them.
Okay.
Yeah, you had the most anyway, so that's Gucci.
Hold on, let me take them away from Lasora as well. Lasora has 4 days of rations left, because I just said that she bought 10 while she was in town. Alright, so you guys have been traveling for about a week and a half at this point. And everything seems to be going pretty alright. I moved you a good bit further south.
I'm sorry, hold up. So, according to you, we did this in 1 day, and now after 6 more days, we did this.
I say you travel 30 miles in a day, so this is just approximate. It's not a big deal. Anyway, sorry,
I
zoned out.
that one day we wasted like 5 hours skipping rocks. So,
Fair.
Why the fuck is OBS still trying to reconnect? I'm pretty sure I'm still alive.
I'll check. Make
I don't
sure
know.
you got nothing on your screen.
I know, I just have the map open.
You're good.
Okay, not so.
But for some fucking reason, on your stream, your webcam is mirrored in the bottom corner, but it's not in game for me.
What?
That's
absolutely wild.
extremely weird.
Hold on.
Like you're facing to the left in your stream, but for me, you're facing right towards our icons.
Why am I? No, you have me mirrored then. Because like on my
How does everyone else see him?
on my screen, I'm facing towards the left side of my screen, and on my stream, I'm facing to the left side.
On my screen, you're facing towards the right. Like you're facing
you're
Pola's
facing
icon.
this way for me.
Really?
Yeah, same. Same.
That's weird. Roll20 must mirror me then, because on mine, I'm facing the way that you see on the stream.
Yeah, nope, you're facing the way that arrow on my screen as well.
That's really strange.
That is.
Huh? Don't know.
Alright, anyway, random event.
Roll20 is a bad website. Let's just roll with it.
Let's just roll 20 with it.
Exactly.
Uh,
All right. Oh fucking hell! Blink 182's "I Miss You" just started playing as I rolled up a random event. All right. Let's see here. What the fuck? Okay.
oh no.
This is you encounter a monk,
Oh, no.
a monkey, a turtle, and a pig, and they are all heading west.
This sounds like the start to a joke.
Yeah.
It does.
A joke or a riddle, and either way, I want no part of it.
A monk, a monkey, a turtle, and a what?
And a pig. They are all standing
Traveling west.
right there. They're all just kind of in a group, and they're all traveling west.
Lasora teaches them how to play pig stick, and then we move on.
I mean, I don't know what else does he look like he worships the same god I do?
He looks like he's wearing similar clothing to those in your monastery.
Hey, bro, you on that Omater?
What?
I don't fucking know. I figured that's how you were gonna ask.
Cole, are you still wearing like the monastery clothing, or have you changed clothes?
I mean, I'm wearing robes that I've been wearing the past few years, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he probably
And
just.
you have not once taken them off.
Yeah, he probably like
I
as
hope
you
so.
as you guys pass, he would just kind of turn and nod and just say greetings.
I nod and say greetings.
Good luck on your journey, brother. And he nods again and just continues on his way with his monkey, his fucking turtle, and his pig.
Alright, well, onwards.
So that was thing. Okay.
The
A monkey, a turtle, and
I'm not gonna question that.
walk into a bar. The bartender says,
What the
greetings,
fuck?
good luck on your journey, brother.
The fact that it happened to say a monk while we were right next to the monastery is actually very fitting.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my whole event.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck else to do with that. You continue onwards.
I vote we have something else happen today.
Alright. So you go down the road a little bit more, and it starts to rain a little bit. And the fucking hell. It starts to rain a bit, and it just starts to pour as you guys continue on your way. And the kitties kind of like try to get underneath your arms.
I kind of put the kitty in the. I assume the saddlebag is leather, so I put him in the saddlebag and kind of try to have the flap open but still covering him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can. You know, honestly, actually looking at where it's designed, I can probably do the thing with a cat that Aesir used to do with Gwyn, which is just like hide him in the cloak.
Oh yeah.
Keep him dry.
Yeah. I mean, there always one other cat, so that would work.
So yeah, it is fucking pouring. Like lightning is striking as you kind of make your way down this pathway. It gets really dark despite it only being around noon. And you continue on your way down this path that is very quickly starting to begin to be a sort of mud fest.
Do you guys want to stop for a while? Because this is a little ridiculous.
Before we do that, am I a walking lightning rod? I need to know you.
That's a good question. Tyler, you're cutting out a lot, by the way. Is he? Are you cutting out?
Finally got voice mod.
He sounded like a robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Finally.
I'm asking, am I a walking lightning rod?
Not yet. But you are a 6.5 foot tall metal structure, so
I'm gonna take the cat from him. If he's even remotely worried about that.
yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna keep it dry in my cloak.
It probably
and
won't
not-
destroy Tyler,
not
but
be
it will definitely destroy a kitty. Anyway, so
Isn't Tyler vulnerable to lightning damage?
oh yeah. Oh no, we did acid for him, not lightning,
Ah, that's right.
because he doesn't use electricity.
That's right. I remember now.
So, are you guys gonna stop?
For what? What's happening? It's just raining.
Is
It's
pouring.
raining like a motherfucker, and the road is like super muddy and slippery and bad.
Yeah, let's stop and set up camp then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you set up camp. You set out a couple tarps to kind of block off little areas where you can all sit around. And as you guys finish setting up camp, you see another two figures kind of walking the opposite direction that you were headed on the road.
Ominous figures?
They're not really ominous. They're pretty short.
God,
It's the same two fucks again.
Yep.
And they kind of turn and they kind of just walk up to their camp real quick, and it's Altor and Forger.
Fuck!
Coming from the opposite direction.
Yes.
How?
Are you two following us?
Oh, hello again. Would you mind if we stayed here for the night? It's raining quite a bit.
Well, sure, but how'd you get all the way down there?
What do you mean?
You were back in town, remember?
Oh, yes. And then we had to go south. So then we went south, and now we're coming back up.
And why are you going south?
Okay.
It's just where work is taking us. At work.
And what's work?
Okay.
As a bodyguard, of course. And you notice that
Well, it sounds fun if you get to travel a lot.
and Forger seems to be kind of like almost staring at Lasora. Forger being the bird, and just kind of just making indirect eye contact.
What's it
And
with Sydney's characters and birds?
wait, what was the other bird?
The raven or crow? Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. Well, it wasn't even meant to be related, but
Actually, specifically, what is it with Sydney's characters and crows?
And Altor says, would it trouble you much if we just stayed here to wait out the storm. I assure you we won't be a burden.
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
I believe we have some food if you would like something better than rations.
Yes, please.
And he kind of takes one of the contraptions off of his shoulder, which is housing like 7 different gnomish contraptions, and he sets it on the ground, and he starts to twist it up kind of like a jukebox, and he lets it go, and the gears start to spin, and you see 2 pieces of stone kind of grind together before the stone piece on top starts to glow red hot, and he places a small pot on top, and he sets in a small piece of meat, and it sizzles and starts cooking. And it's maybe the size of, it's maybe like a 10-ounce steak kind of thing. But once it's finished, he cuts it up and he hands out basically like a 2-bite piece to everybody. But it's a pretty damn good steak, and you guys haven't had any sort of fresh food for quite a while, so it's pretty fantastic.
Nice. Now, I will say, out of character, these guys are definitely like the main final villains of the arc. But in character, they're bros. We just 100% trust these guys. They're not shady at all.
Not shady at all. Even though we left town with them being north of us, and now they're coming north again. They're heading north to meet us as we're going south.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, they probably passed us out when we were spending 5 hours skipping rocks.
That's a good point. So, if you guys don't want to ask them anything else, then you wait about 4 or 5 hours for the storm to pass. Did you wanna question them for any other shit at all?
Nope.
Okay.
I want to avoid eye contact and pet my cat.
All right.
So, what all were you guys doing? I mean, bodyguard stuff, but like.
We're just well, we had to accompany somebody to the south, to Oria, and now we're headed back north.
Cool. So what's it like down there? Because I've never been.
Oh, Oria? It is very fancy, formal, pretty. They take everything very, very seriously, very sophisticated. Sophisticated.
Wait,
Very serious.
how the fuck did they travel that far in a day longer than us?
Oh,
Because they're shady bitches.
we tend to travel at very, very quickly at very lightweight. We carry almost nothing with us. We hunt for food, so we were able to travel significantly faster. We don't have to worry about horses or anything else.
Makes sense to me.
No horses. And yes, it's certainly an improvement over dragging everything around. Dragon?
Hey, how do you be all sophisticated anyway?
What? How do you?
How do you? Well, yeah. How do you be sophisticated? I don't know. You said you were down there. How do they do it?
We were just simply hold on, I'm trying to adjust my contrast to make my face look less terrible. There we go.
I don't know if that's possible, Grant.
Yeah, tell me about it. He says, I would talk to the orcs down there. They're the fancy ones. I'm not much one for talking to people. I usually just follow them and help out, you know.
Okay. Well, cool. Thank you.
And he kind of nods his head and just scratches his cheek a little bit. Just make sure that you're always clean in Oria. They hate dirty folk.
Got it.
So with that, storm passes, and they just thank you sincerely for letting us spend some time here. It was a pleasure to see you again, friends.
Yeah, of course.
Ho-
Always
ho-
good to see friends.
Hopefully, we'll catch up again in the future. And they both just kind of turn towards Lasora again, and kind of study her for a second. Farewell.
Bye.
And they walk off.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to keep running into them. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna leave everything behind.
For maximum immersion, I ignored you all and went to pet my cats.
Okay, so we're traveling again.
Yes, please. Cat.
Yep. All right. So continue on your way. I don't even know how long it's gonna be, but it's quite a while. Are you guys heading to Malviziviziviza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good stopping point on the way to the.
32 to fucking something.
A while. It'll
Yeah.
be a
About
while.
a week. About a week's ride.
Okay.
So
So
I don't even have enough rations
all right.
Unfortunate. Then this is
Um,
where we die.
because I had to compensate a broken ass leg.
Sorry, back.
Grant? What the fuck?
I was stretching out my back
Why
Yeah,
did
but-
you scream?
because my back is fucking broken.
Like that guy's knee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys make it, I'll say, to right around here. And this is probably the last day that you would actually have rations. And as you're kind of traveling across these rolling hills in this grassland, there, you start to hear kind of voices coming from across the hill, and running or kind of out of nowhere. You see this sort of wave of like brown figures come storming towards you. And as they get closer, you realize that they are dire boars. But they're not just dire boars, they're dire boars being ridden by kobolds and goblins.
Hey, that's sweet and all, but I just opened my chocolate bar and it was broken like this, and I don't understand anything anymore.
What
Oh,
the hell?
ow.
I don't know. I don't know how this happened. I'm gonna eat
I
it,
want
but
chocolate.
like,
Me too, I'm gonna go get a cookie, I'll be right
I don't have any chocolate.
back. Fuck you
sucks to be you. I have an absurd amount of chocolate bars.
I'm gonna go get food as well.
Fuck yeah. Food break.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, whoa.
Nah.
I got cookie dough instead of a cookie.
You guys suck a lot. Fuck
Hmm.
you guys.
You get good. You get chocolate.
Cat, don't you dare. Cat wants out. Fucking.
We interrupt this D&D session for cat and food. As
That's
always.
just how it be.
Yeah.
Cat.
Cat. Eh? Eh?
Tyler, you suck.
I'm sorry.
You suck.
Anyway. As you guys are kind of on the top of this hill, this horde of goblins and kobolds riding on boars comes storming up to you.
I thought they were dire boars.
They are dire boars,
It's like a normal boar.
but
It's
dire.
Are they
Um,
slowing down or are they keeping full speed?
They are keeping full speed, and as they start to get up to you, they start kind of like circling around you.
I apparently am not gonna get the fuck out of the way.
I mean, like, if you're trying to run, they're still gonna be circling around you because they're significantly faster.
Oh,
I mean, I wasn't trying to run. I was just trying to get out of their way if they were gonna plow through. But no,
No,
looks like they
they're-
want to
they're-
start some shit.
They're not trying to plow through you. They're trying to basically, like, stop you. They're all kind of riding in a circle around the party. And it is loud. Like, it sounds like a storm of all of these hooves kind of smashing on the ground. And you hear the sound of, like, goblins and kobolds kind of squawking in their whatever the hell language in excitement.
Probably Goblin and Draconic, respectively.
Do kobolds speak Draconic?
I
What?
think so.
Oh,
Why?
really?
Yeah, they do serve dragons. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me. I've never built a kobold, but I'm pretty sure they speak Draconic.
They spoke Yip Yak, a version of the Draconic language with a yipping accent.
What the fuck's a yipping accent?
I don't fucking know. It's like Draconic, but stupider.
They're listed as Draconic in the 5e stat block.
Oh, cool. Okay.
okay. So
Sorry.
we're being surrounded now.
Hello? Did you want something?
I whisper over to you, Cole. Is this the time to ready weapons?
Cola.
Ola?
I just
Sure.
hate you.
Okay. Good. Is this the time to ready weapons? And they, still with them constantly circling around you, you see one sort of slightly larger boar jump over the circle and land in front of you. And off of it jumps a fucking swole-ass tabaxi. Who's
I
got...
quietly put Snowflake in the saddlebag.
like, this guy is the John
That was
Cena
cool. I'm
of
actually
tabaxis. And he is a sleek black tabaxi. He's got, like, kind of red scars going across his mostly bare chest, other than a leather bandolier stretching across. And he's got two scimitars on either side of him. And he hops off of his boar and draws one of the scimitars and kind of twirls it around in his hand a bit and points it at the party. And he says, "You will hand over all of your belongings, or we will destroy you."
I don't think either of those things are gonna happen. Sorry.
Yep. I ready my weapon.
And what makes you think you can stop us?
What makes you think you can stop us?
There are a lot of them, though.
How many are there?
At least 10. All circling around you on boars.
Pussy shit.
Oh, we're good. I thought it was more than that.
And
Less
they're
than
like
I
what?
thought.
They're like kobolds and the one tabaxi.
Kobolds and goblins
that.
riding on boars and the one tabaxi. And he says, "What?"
I still think this is a little bit.
I feel we can take it.
And he kind of looks up and he grabs...
Remind you all that our healer isn't here.
Yeah, that's true. So he grabs what looks almost like a symbol, not like SYM, but CYMBAL symbol, from his back, and he slams it up against his sword, and he sounds like a gong. And with that, almost in unison, all of the boars skid to a halt, and all of the riders have crossbows trained at the party, fully surrounding you on all sides.
I look up to the guy to the back seat.
Mhm.
You and me me and you 1-on-1. If I win, you guys
Oh my
leave.
fucking
Oh,
god.
no.
Cola, no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Look it up, bitch.
So, you're challenging him to a one-on-one while Cola chugs a fucking wild surge.
Oh god.
This can only go well.
I'm sure. In before Moose.
Oh
Moose.
no!
no! You guys have gotten this one before.
Moose.
It's not Moose. Moose is 520. I have that one memorized.
Yogi
Damn it.
Bear. Slime.
So Cola, you're looking at the leader, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
So Gar
Please,
challenges him
please
to a
be what I think it
one-on-one,
is.
and the leader says, "I accept your challenge."
Oh no.
And he starts fucking puking out wasps.
Oh no, it's that one.
And he starts screaming as these
Okay.
wasps start pouring out of his mouth. Like,
For a second there, I thought Lionel fell in love with the leader. It's going to be the best thing.
oh
But
my
this is
God.
also great.
and like these, like they're not flying. It's like a liquid, but wasps as they pour out of his mouth and start crawling on his body and stinging him. And he starts screeching like what would sound like if your cat was being stung by 600 wasps. and he turns and just goes, "Ready! Ready!" And he starts fucking running into the hills, and like his boar racing after him with this swarm of wasps. Full, like literally, you see this actual dark cloud of wasps chasing after him as the rest of the boar riders follow him into the hills.
I can't believe that just worked.
Oh my god.
I just lean over to Lionel, like, did you do that?
I think so.
I put my hand up for a high five.
What the I high five? What the fuck is this?
Damn, I'm disappointed. I didn't get my one-on-one.
But
Perhaps that's for the best.
One-on-one would have been great, but I mean, come on.
I can personally say I've never seen anything like that happen before.
The last time they got that one, they were fighting a giant dragon. They tried to wild
that's
surge
right.
on the dragon once, and the dragon doubled in size, and then they tried to do it again, and it started breathing wasps.
That's right, that's where the deep breathing dragon
Yeah.
came from.
Oh my god.
Hardest boss in the world, a double-sized ancient red dragon that breathes wasps. Jesus. And yeah, they storm, they ride away. I was expecting that to be a really hard encounter. But,
And then bees. And then bees.
like, there's no way some big bad, clan leader is gonna challenge somebody to a fight and then suddenly just start puking up wasps and still think he has a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, what's
You
the
can't be
point?
like one-on-one-ing somebody while you're just vomiting wasps.
Well, you can if you're not a pussy. But that guy was, in fact, biologically
A pussy, yeah.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ. God, I love
Can't
Wild
believe that
Surge.
just happened. Let's move on with our lives.
Yeah, I guess we won.
Let's go before they come back. Quickly.
God, I fucking love Wild Surge.
Do we get XP for that one?
We
Again,
all
I don't,
Don't
yeah, I don't
get
keep track of
XP.
XP.
Shut up, nerd. But yeah, also,
Nerd.
I can't believe I wasn't the first one to Wild Search in this campaign. Incredible.
Thank you, random reward item table or whatever it was.
Jesus Christ, that was the best series of events.
I'm still not sure how that actually happened.
I'm not gonna question it. Magic is
Wild
weird.
Surge is the greatest thing ever.
In character, I'm not questioning it. Magic is weird. Out of character, I'm not questioning it. Magic is weird.
Yeah. Alright. So with that, you guys spend about 4 more days traveling after this shortest shock of somebody puking wasps after challenging you to a fight. And you find
I'm out of
yourself in Malvis. Oh yeah, shit, you are out of rations. You're back here. Yeah, this is your last day with rations. So what would you like to do?
I hate saying it,
Are
but
we-
Do the other two still have any?
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
Grant, you gotta keep track of theirs.
Lasora is completely out. And Cardi's rations don't work for y'all.
And I'm
Oh,
completely out.
true.
All right,
do you need to
are we near like the woods? Yeah, he doesn't need to eat.
Wait, do I need to eat?
No, you're a robot.
Okay.
Are
I
we
get
near
10
like?
rations then.
Are we near like wood?
Only give
Oh, you
them
have wood?
to fucking. I'll give them to fucking Lionel and Lasora.
Yeah, I can do that.
As long as Cardi has enough for
Wait, you
himself,
have
that'll be
10?
good.
Yeah, everyone starts out with
Yeah,
10
that's-
rations. I don't
So-
want to
Where you are, you have like there's a sort of a small creek near you, and you're in the middle of like rolling plains.
Okay, well it doesn't matter because now we have rations.
Okay, so
What
you're
is
just gonna
this?
use
2
Gars.
days ride?
Yeah.
Well then yeah, just fucking give us each 2 rations to keep us going.
Oh, so that would be 8, or no, that'd be 6 because 2 of the. Yeah, Gar doesn't
Yeah,
need any,
6.
and Cardi has his own.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You guys make it. To how the fuck do you pronounce that? Malvasuni. Welcome to Malvasuni. Let me grab a map for that real quick. I can't imagine you guys are gonna stay there for very long.
No, just get more rations and then
Yeah,
back out.
But give me just 1 second and I'll pull it up.
Unless you want to end off here.
I probably will end off here. But I want to pull up the map anyway, just so you guys know what it looks like. And that fucking map looks like Russia.
Mario Maker 2 comes out in less than a week.
6. Also, the Steam Summer Sale starts in like 2 days, so it's time to get the full
Oh,
version
shit.
of an MMO I've been playing and
but
become
Crash,
full degenerate.
Crash Team Racing is already out, so I
Alright.
don't need anything.
There is Malvasuni. It is actually a good bit bigger town. What is Dark Fair? Oh, it's different regions, I see. So this is a good bit larger city. There's
Are we supposed to be seeing it?
no, I put the link in the chat.
Yeah, the link's in the chat.
Because otherwise I have to export it as a map and then import it into Roll20 and it's a pain in the ass, so I'll only do that for cities that you're going to be in for a while. So it's a good bit larger city. This one is actually more built as a city rather than like a place for nomads, basically a stopping point for nomads.
I assume we're entering through the farm area on the left, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Correct.
Alright, so immediately, we need rations.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with walking around just a bit, you would definitely. I don't know why the hell it says Dark Fair and Cotton Bridge. I think it's just like different parts of the town, but I thought it was supposed to say the, like the districts, but whatever. But you guys are pretty easily able to find a general shop. And in this general shop is an older dwarf who, as you walk in, welcome. Can I do you fur?
You went robot-y.
Damn it.
Yeah.
My internet is broken.
It is.
What can I do you fur?
We need some rations, please.
What kind?
The edible kind.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Apologies. Many different races here eat different things. We've got the classic meat. We've got the herbs and shit. I don't know why anybody wants to eat that.
Anything
And
that can survive many days on the road.
sure. Well, I'll give you the ones with slightly nicer than your regular rations. It might taste a little better. Just 1 gold a pop.
I say I buy 10 for each of us, so that would be 30, so... Yeah. Does he have 30 to give?
Yeah. I'll say he
Okay,
has
I'll buy-
32 rations total.
Okay. I'll buy all of them, fuck it.
Okay.
32.
Buy all
Wait,
of them.
you, Robo-Man had 10 rations, and he gave away 6? So
Yeah.
he still has 4.
Yeah.
So that means we now have 36. 36 divided by 3 is fucking 12. So now we all have 12 rations.
Okay.
The people who eat anyway.
Alright.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure. Was there anything else you were on the search for?
Not particularly, no.
Well, feel free to have a look around if there is anything you need.
Does I look around? Does he have anything I'm interested in?
So notably, there is a set of like studded leather armor on an armor stand in the corner of the room, which actually looks to be pretty decent quality. This town is definitely a lot kind of higher tier than a lot of the other places that you've been.
I think that would actually be an upgrade for Cardi, but not really anybody else.
Can he use armor?
Yeah, warlocks can use light armor.
Oh,
But fucking Lion was gonna be better unarmored, and then the cleric and the beef bot are in heavier armor, and I can't use
Actually-
armor at all.
I can't wear armor. My just natural skin is considered armor.
Well, yeah, but it's treated as better armor than that anyway.
True.
So even if you could, you
I like to imagine
wouldn't.
this fucking buff ass robot with giant metal plates just trying to squeeze into tight leather armor.
Yeah. Yeah, but that probably would be an upgrade for Cardi, but no one else can really use it properly.
Okay. Well, we'll leave off in this city so he has an opportunity to grab some.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do, or should we go ahead and finish off for the day?
Let's finish off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're gonna finish off.
Yeah, I guess let everyone else have a chance to
Sounds
figure
good.
shit out in the town.
I do apologize for the slight lack of planning. I kind of got screwed by Sydney's schedule because I was
It'd be
planning
like
on
that.
doing a lot more stuff, obviously with Altor and Forger. So that was my initial plan, and I kind of had to bullshit my tree stealing cat story at the last second because I needed to have something. And I expected it to take a little longer for y'all to figure, hey, let's go to the forest because cats like trees. But oh well,
Well, yeah, but then you had an NPC tell us to go to the forest, so we went to the forest.
true. Yeah. Shut up. I mean, I didn't want to just have you wandering around lost for 4 hours. That's boring.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna have a repeat of my bad murder mystery.
God.
Please, God, no.
It's Cannonball Jenkins.
You need to feel bad about that. Forever.
He does, and he should.
I'm still disappointed that you didn't do anything more with the lake, because I was totally gonna have the Loch Ness Monster ask for Tree Fitty.
I was prepared for you to do something with the Loch Ness Monster. That's why I was sticking around.
Anyway.
I didn't expect the fucking green fin to stick out and just wave at me. And nothing else.
Gotta be unpredictable. Anyway, I've got to pee, and I've got a buddy coming over in like an hour, so I will catch you dudes later.
Okay.
Okie dokie, bye.
I hope you all die.
Tyler, good